What's going on, everyone? Welcome into the live stream. Welcome to week 6. That bye week felt like an absolute eternity for the Green Bay Packers. Now we're finally back for some Green Bay Packers football against the Cincinnati Bengals here in week 6. The 2-3, now Joe Flacco-led Cincinnati Bengals head to Green Bay to take on the 2-1-1. Still sounds pretty nasty to say. 2-1-1 coming off a tie to the Cowboys, who just lost to the Carolina Panthers. So week 6, Packers versus Bengals. Excited to dive into this one. How's it going, everyone in the chat? We'll go over Packers inactives here in a second. Just want to say what's up to you guys. Obviously, a lot of people are commenting about Brandon McManus because, yeah, he's out of this game. So that is something that we're going to have to monitor heading into, this game, of course. And the kicker that replaced him was Lucas Havrasik, which is a former Rams kicker. He played on a lot of teams. He started out with the Colts and the Browns and the Rams and the Browns and the Bills, then the Arlington Renegades, and now the Green Bay Packers. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome in. I see a couple guys checking in. Jacksonville, Florida. Who else do we have? Vegas. What's up, guys? How's it going? Feels good to be back. It feels good to be back streaming. I think the last game I live streamed was the Cleveland game, unfortunately. So feels good to be back after this, what felt like a long bye week. So appreciate you guys all coming in. If you could do me a favor and hit the like button on your way in, it helps support the channel, helps get new viewers to the channel, helps out with the entire, YouTube algorithm thing. It's absolutely free to do. And by the end of this live stream, if you do decide you want to stick around and stay in the loop with everything Green Bay Packers or during the live stream, and you haven't decided to yet, go down and hit the subscribe button. We do game live streams almost every game of the season. There's injury updates every single week, such as Wednesday and Friday injury reports. There's game previews Fridays. We do tape reviews on Tuesdays, PFF reviews on Mondays, and everything in between with anything you'll need for the Green Bay Packers. You'll find it all here on this channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you did hit that subscribe button. All right, let's go into the Packers inactives. We have about, 8 minutes until kickoff. So let's quickly go into the inactives. The inactives for the Packers are kicker Brandon McManus, cornerback Kamal Haddon, lineman Anthony Belton, and defensive lineman Devontae Wyatt. The inactives for the Bengals are cornerback Marco Wilson, guard Dylan Fairchild, receiver Jermaine Burton, tight end Cam Grandy, defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson, and defensive end Shamar Stewart. Lucas Patrick was not activated for the Bengals, so Dylan Fairchild's also out. I believe they have Dalton Reisner, so he should be starting at left guard for them. Nonetheless, this Bengals offensive line right now is the worst offensive line in football. There's really no arguing that. All metrics have them as a terrible offensive line. And then back to the Packers. Their starting offensive line, their full 5 will be starting today from Rasheed Walker, Aaron Banks, Elton Jenkins, and just a little insight here. Jordan Morgan was starting at right guard during warmups, so might be a change there. Maybe they're doing more of that rotation stuff they like to do, what they did with Ryan and Runyon, then Ryan and Morgan last year. But Morgan started at right guard in warmups, so just keep that in mind as we head into this game. We'll see who actually starts there when the first snap is taken on offense, but Morgan or Ryan at right guard, and then, of course, Zach Tom at right tackle, which is great to see him back with that oblique injury, Aaron Banks back with the groin injury, and Rasheed Walker able to play through the quadriceps injury. Now, these injuries don't magically disappear, so something to monitor heading into this because we also don't have Anthony Belton as a reserve lineman, but we do have Donovan Jennings. Jacob Monk was not activated. Christian Watson was not activated, of course, as well. So both of those are not available. And the big one is Brandon McManus being inactive. He had a quadricep injury. Matt LaFleur said it's a big concern. McManus on Thursday said, I plan to kick Sunday, and here we see him inactive. Probably tested it out pregame and said, hey, can't do it, right? So the Packers signed Lucas Havrasik earlier in the week. I think it was yesterday or the day before. It might have been Friday or Saturday. Signed Lucas Havrasik. He will kick for the Green Bay Packers today. And if I can actually look up his stats here for you guys, I'll give you an idea of how he has kicked in the past for teams. So Lucas Haversick in 2023, Haversick was 15 for 20, so 75% kicker. He was 19 for 22 on extra points, so 86.4. He also did kickoffs. He had obviously this touchback rate's a little different back last year because the rules were different, but he can do kickoffs. He can kick field goals. He was 75% last year. And overall, I don't think I have his career. I don't think he's ever. So he's played for a lot of teams, but I don't know if he's just been like a practice squad guy. But last year he did kick 15 for 20, a long of 52. He missed 4 from 40 to 49. So that seems like his weak point. He was 8 for 8 from 20 to 29, 3 for 3 from 30 to 39, 2 for 3 from 50 plus, but 2 for 6 from 40 to 49. Chris Schwint, welcome in. Welcome into the channel. Says, go Pack, go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get this going. Let's get this thing going. We have about, 4 minutes until kickoff, which is a perfect time to quickly go over my sleeper picks for this game. Let me know your picks down in the comments. Pinned in the chat is your way to sign up on Sleeper. Download the app. Use code BAS when making a first-time deposit. Get that 100% matched up to $100. And they're also doing an awesome promo for new users that get a free $20 play. No deposit needed. So if you've yet to sign up on Sleeper, go check it out. Go make a $20 play. Set it and forget it and see if you win a little bit of money there on Sleeper. These are my picks. I have Jordan Love as a free pick, and there's a free pick as well you could add into your slip. More than a half a passing yard. That's obviously a lock. I think it is going to be a Matthew Golden day. Maybe it's a little bit of bias because I have to start him in fantasy this week with all my bye weeks and injuries, but I think it's going to be a Matthew Golden day. 45.5 receiving yards. I have more. Chase Brown, I have less than 45.5 rushing yards. I don't think he's hit that maybe but once this year. Bengals running offense is terrible. Packers run defense, I think, will be fine. Their offensive line is just not good. And Micah Parsons more than a half a sack. This O-line, again, of the Bengals is just that atrocious. So you can either tail my bets, fade my bet, or just tell me what you think is going to happen down in the comments below. But if you do, definitely go check out Sleeper and use my code BASS when making that first-time deposit. All right, back into this scene. We have a couple more minutes. Let me get my other stuff set up so I have it all set up. Yeah, so 4:25 is the kickoff. Actually, we have a couple minutes. I might as well show you guys something else as well. Let me move this over here. And yeah, so I opened a merch store with a lot of new updated designs. So there's a lot of cool stuff here. I'll put it in the chat in a second. Let me actually get that set up for you guys. But if you want to check this out, a lot of cool Packers merch I have up on here. We have, of course, Micah Parsons designs, or Micah Parsons shirts with the good old thank you, Jerry, there, which obviously everyone, we have to thank Jerry Jones for trading us Micah Parsons. You can even do so with a whiskey glass. If you want to thank Jerry Jones with every sip of your Wisconsin Old Fashioned, you could do so. There's new designs being added like every week, such as, the Jaden Reed Packers to the bowl, bro. I'm sure you guys saw that video. Classic Brett Favre. You think God never farted. Of course, you got to have that. And we have some cool comic book designs. And we have a really, really cool Edger and Cooper shirt coming. Don't worry. It's coming. But Bane Gary here, that's so fire. Big shout out to the artist I have working with me for these designs because it's awesome. Luke, the Van Ness, the Luke Ness monster. Come on, guys. But if you want to check them out, help support the channel. You can find it. It's in every description, but also I just put it in the chat as well for you guys. All right, let's get this damn game kicked off. Let's go. We need a statement win, right, guys? We need a statement win. That's for sure. Matthew says, those are clean. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm trying to put out some nice designs for you guys. So, I feel like you can never have enough Packers merchandise, right? Anthony, what's up, man? Welcome in. All right, let me refresh Twitter, see if we get any coin toss info, news. Bengals win the toss and defer. Packers will start with the ball. So that is our official starting with the football is the Green Bay Packers. And let me get my game up for you guys. There we go. Let me get this set up. All right. Couple minutes. About a minute away from kickoff. Joe Flacco in at quarterback. Can he be the first quarterback since Jack Kemp to beat the same team twice with two different teams in the same season? Laura, you have good intuition. You have good intuition, Laura, because let's just say yes. All right. We shouldn't have a problem. If we have a problem today, I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to have a problem if we have a problem today. All right, kickoff about to be underway. Week 6. Bengals versus Packers. Packers, again, will be starting with the football to start this game, and we are off. It's going to be returned by Savion Williams, caught at the 7-yard line, returned up the right side. Savion bounces around the right to the 35-yard line. Nice little return to start. Nice little return. Nice Savion Williams kick return. I like that they're putting him here and just giving him that opportunity. I do like it. All right. Jordan Love. Last week, or week 4, should I say, before the bye, 31 of 43, 337, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You know, playing really well this season. Playing really well. Here we go. It is Jordan Morgan at right guard. So now that I see that, it is Morgan at right guard. Under center, Jordan takes the snap, climbs the pocket right, throws across the right. Wide open is Romeo Doubs into Bengals territory already to the 45. Nice big gain of 21 on first down. A nice dig route off of play action. A little dagger concept there. Actually, I don't even know if it's play action. Nonetheless, a good dagger concept. Doubs running a dig route across the middle of the field behind these linebackers. Gets wide open for a gain of 21 already into Cincinnati territory at the 45. 1st and 10, Love under center. Takes a snap, handoff left, Josh Jacobs. Bounces back to the middle, cuts up. About a gain of 3 or 4. Give me a second. We got a bot in the chat. It's not a... You know you made it when you have bots in the chat, right? So, excuse him. There we go. If I have any mods in here, I think So Turtles, if you're in here, I'd appreciate getting rid of these bots for me. All right. Here we go. We're back. All right. 2nd and 7 for the Packers. A lot of under center so far. I like to see it. Love under center, 2nd and 7. Takes the snap, straight drop left. Love, cross the middle, throws, incomplete, broken up by DJ Turner, looking for Doubs on the left side. Good defensive play by Turner. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Doubs pats his chest and says, that's on me. But it was a good defensive play by DJ Turner there. Good throw. Turner half a step, a little early, but no call for the refs. No, not enough. All right. 3rd and 7. Love, empty set. He has 3 receivers to his right, including Tucker Kraft, 2 stacked to the left, Wicks and Doubs. Love takes a snap. 3-man rush for Cincinnati. Love climbs the pocket, gets rid of a sack, makes a man miss, and dives forward for a first down. Jordan Love using his legs. You love to see it because that's something he was not capable of doing last year with his injuries. He breaks out of a sack on a 3-man rush, then gets forward, puts a move. I don't even know who that was on defense, but puts a move and dives forward for a first down. Pack Fan Iowa, what's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Really, really clutch extension of the play there by Jordan Love on a crucial 3rd down to start this game. 1st and 10, Love in the gun at the Bengals 35. We have Fitzpatrick in motion. Love takes a snap, handoff to Emmanuel Wilson up the middle. He pushes the pile. We'll call it a gain of about 3, maybe slightly less. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Man, Love. So they're showing stats against the AFC as a starter. Love is 4-0 at home versus the AFC. 10-2 touchdown to interception ratio. All right. 2nd and 7. Packers with a nice opening drive thus far. Wicks in motion. Love under center. Jacobs the single back. Love takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Josh Jacobs, who dives forward, little extra yards after contact, about a gain of 5, maybe 4 or 5. So it's going to be about 3rd and 2, we'll call it. 3rd and 2. All right. Deshaun says, Love couldn't do that last year. People thought he was bad when he's hurt. It's funny. 100%, man. People saying Love had a bad season. It's like no receiver could catch, and he was hurt. 3rd and 2, Love in the gun. Takes the snap, hand off Josh Jacobs. He's pushing forward, pushing the pile. He's probably going to be a half a yard short of this first down marker, and you would expect the Packers, with a brand new kicker this week, to go for it on 4th and inches. And it looks like that is exactly the case, as Matt LaFleur seemingly making a play call on the sidelines. Offense stays out there on this 4th and inches. Might as well do a little love shove before it gets banned next year, right? I hate shotgun too. Trust me, man. LaFleur really annoyed at the stadium, and we're empty set on 4th and 1. I do not like this. Nope, Love's going to go under center and sneak it forward for a first down. They showed up in empty set pre-snap. Love went up to the center quickly, take the snap, got forward for a first down. Really like that setup there because it tricked me. I'm like, why shotgun? Why? And it kind of delayed the Bengals D-line from expecting a quarterback sneak there. Really like that look. First down, Green Bay. Let's go. I like the aggressiveness there. That would be really dumb to just kick a field goal there with a brand new kicker with 4th and inches against a pretty poor Bengals defense. Love empty set, 1st and 10, takes a snap, 4-man rush. Love scrambling right. Love pumps right. Love running for a gain of 8. And Love using his legs very, very early in this game. I love to see it. Bengals continuing to only really rush 4 every time, just dropping back in coverage, and that's good on Love when everything's covered up, extending this play, gaining yards. So gain of 6 there, 2nd and 4 coming up. Love under center, Golden in motion. Love takes the snap, handoff to Jacobs around the right side, and he loses a yard. Joseph Asai containing the edge there, getting around Zach Tom for a nice loss. So it's going to be 3rd down coming up. Joseph Asai getting the better of Zach Tom there. All right. 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down here. You don't need to get it all. 3rd and 5, Love in the gun, takes the snap. Love looking left, scrambling right. Love breaks a tackle. Love throws across the right, and it's picked off after a deflection. Love just trying to create something out of nothing there after a breakdown of the pocket. Scrambles right, tries to just create something thrown to Dobbs, and it gets tipped up, and it's intercepted. Oh, man. Just a very unlucky tip there, but at that point, Love probably should have just threw that one out of bounds. Come on, man. Yeah, I like Love trying to create a play out of something out of nothing, but at some point you have to understand down and distance and where you're at. And hey, that play's dead. There's no one open. There's 2 defenders on Dobbs. You got to throw that thing out of bounds and kick 3 and wait for next drive. Instead, Bengals end up with an interception, and what was a promising drive now ends up in 0 points, and Bengals with, starting field position. Just like yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. Come on, man. Ugh. It's like things look so good to start that drive, man, and then it's just like one bad decision there. And yeah, the blocking wasn't good either, so it's like you gotta, realize that as well. Love got pushed out of that pocket very, very quickly. Yeah, but Love's got to throw that, regardless of how bad that offensive line broke down. Love's got to throw that thing away. God, man. Come on. It's like, it seems like Love continues to, like, in certain situations like that, just drift so far back in the pocket too. Like, yeah, his offensive line didn't give him any help, but I feel like he's like, he continues to drift back in the pocket. It's like, we got to hit on 3rd and 5, you got to do 3-step drop, hit your first read, right? Like, if it's not there, try to extend it. If that's not there, throw it away. But yeah, it's just bad. This is bad decision there. Can't be throwing it back into harm's way when you're in field goal range. Like, if it was 4th down there, I would have been like completely fine with him throwing that ball, obviously. But on 3rd and 5, you can't be doing that. All right, let's see what our defense can get this thing back in. Maybe get us the ball back. Here we go. Flacco starting at his own 36-yard line. First snap as a Cincinnati Bengal under center. Hands it off to Jamar Chase for an end around, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. Javon Bullard all over that thing. Quay Walker quickly to follow, and defense gets a nice start to this drive. All right. 2nd and 13 coming up. We want to get them to 3rd and long situations here. That's where our defense can live. Flacco in the gun takes the snap. Hand off to Pirine, and he loses 2 yards. Man, this Bengals O-line looks like it doesn't want to be there. They look very, very out of it. Like, there's very low effort on this O-line so far. So, yeah. Quixie, I don't know if you mean the Bengals or the Packers genuinely worst O-line, but it's definitely the Bengals, because these two plays just showed that it's already 3rd and long. 3rd and 13 for this Bengals offense on their very first drive. Flacco in the gun. Parsons standing up, A-gap. I love it. Flacco takes the snap. Quick throw right, caught, an instant swarm and tackle. It's going to be 4th down, and the Packers defense going to make an instant stop to get their offense the ball back. So let's just forget about that previous mistake. Let's get the ball back and go put points on the damn board. There we go, defense. That's how you do it. So at least Green Bay, doesn't let up any points off of a turnover. Matthew Golden back to return this punt. Punt underway. Why is he fair catching that at the 8? There's no one around him. And there's a flag. Why is he fair catching it? There's no one around him. I feel like Matthew Golden either fair catches it with no one around him or catches the ball when he's about to get absolutely walloped. And there's holding. Now we're going to start at like our 5. Bo Melton on the hold. Special teams continues to be absolutely atrocious. Come on, man. I'm sick of special teams. It's honestly just disgusting. I'm so sick of special teams. It's like so annoying. Sean Ryan at right guard this series, so they are rotating. They are rotating. Yeah, I don't know why Savion's not back there either, man. He looked good. He looks good returning kicks. I agree. I don't know. I just don't understand like the inconsistency on special teams year in, year out, when we have the highest paid special teams coordinator in the NFL, and it's still every year a bottom third unit. A bottom third unit. Like, it's so irritating. I'm sure you guys are all here with me. It's just so irritating with special teams, man. It's constant penalties. And not only that, like, yeah, there's a penalty there, but even without the penalty, it was terrible, terrible play. Like, why is Golden Bear catching that? If he's not comfortable catching it because of, like, the hit he took against Dallas, then don't put him back there. Why are we putting people back there that shouldn't be back there? You know? Ugh. Dude, these bots are going hard today. Mods, I need some help with these guys. These bots are going hard today. These bots are going so hard today. We got a couple mods in here. I don't think we have that many, but I can do it too, though. I got a couple monitors going. It's sometimes difficult, but I got it. All right, commercial break for now. All right, offense, let's get this going. Come on, let's go get some points on the board. We just, starting at the 5. You can do a 95-yard drive. Why can't you? Why can't you? Adam, my sleeper picks, they're going quick snap. It came right out of commercial, and all of a sudden it's a quick snap, and it's a quick throw left to Dontavian Wicks for a gain of 9. So, CBS broadcast lacking there, but... So, 2nd and 1 coming up. All right, 2nd and 1. Love's going to come out in shotgun. He has Kraft to his left. Now he goes in motion. Could take a shot here. You're 2nd and 1. Love takes a snap. He does hand off to Jacobs up the middle. He runs forward for about a gain of 7. First down, Green Bay. All right. Yeah, so Morgan out at right guard, Ryan in for the second drive. So they are doing a rotation there at right guard. 1st and 10, Love under center. Wicks in motion. Love takes the snap. Play action left. Love climbing the pocket. Quick throw left. Caught Jacobs, who goes forward for about a gain of 7. Hendrickson quickly getting to Love there. Rasheed Walker almost got away with a hold there, but Love got rid of it quick enough for a gain of 7 to Jacobs. All right. Yeah, they definitely got away with a hold there. 2nd and 3, Love in the gun. Golden in motion. Orbit motion. Love takes the snap. Flips it to Golden on the orbit motion, who cuts up the field to the right. Makes one man miss. Goes forward for a nice gain of about 8 yards. Matthew Golden for an 8-yard catch out of an orbit motion. Nice to get him with the ball in his hands in space. First down, Green Bay. Oh my gosh, these mods, dude. Or not these mods, these bots. All right, 1st and 10. 4 minutes remain in the first quarter. At their own 35, Love, handoff up the middle to Emmanuel Wilson. Chris Brooks goes for about 1.5 yards. All right. 2nd and 9 coming up. Definitely want to make this 3rd and manageable here. Love in the pistol on the 2nd and 9. Heath in motion. Love takes a snap, drop right, quick throw right, caught Golden, makes a man miss for a 1st down, makes another man miss. And Golden's off into Bengals territory all the way to the 44-yard line. You could see why you want to get this guy involved, because he is dangerous with the ball in his hands. So quick out of his break, makes one man miss, puts a foot in the dirt, jukes out another defender, goes forward into Bengals territory. What a play by Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden, already 2 catches on the day. Love in the gun, takes a snap, 1st and 10. Love swings out to Josh Jacobs to the right side. He puts a stiff arm in and breaks a tackle, goes forward for about a gain of 6. So that Matthew Golden was a catch of 20 yards. That's what was that couple plays ago. Yeah, Heath is getting a bunch of reps. Clearly the Packers want to, have physical run blockers out there. Love under center, 2nd and 3. Runs with the hard count. Bengals almost jump. Golden in motion. Love takes a snap. Handoff Matthew Golden. He has 2 blockers on the outside, Kraft and Heath. He breaks a tackle. And Golden goes forward for a 1st down. Seems like every play so far, Golden has had the ball in his hand. He's at least broken 1 tackle. I told you it's going to be a Golden day. Oh, yeah, Len, 100%. Heath's out there for that run block. And notice how he's at the top with Kraft, and that's exactly where they run that end around to, because both of those guys held their block to a T. That's exactly why. All right, 1st and 10, Love in the gun at the Bengals 29-yard line. Savion Williams, orbit motion handoff now. Packers going into their bag here, and Savion up for about a gain of 3. I'm going to have to go into subscriber-only mode here if these bots are this bad. It is pretty bad, huh? I don't know if I can do it while I'm streaming, if I could switch it to that or not. I might be able to. Bear with me. At least if the bots have to subscribe, then it's kind of funny. All right, 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 26-yard line. Takes a snap, quick throw left, Savion Williams, and he's blown up for a loss of 1 on a quick screen. All right. All right, commercial break. It's going to be third down coming up. About 3rd and 8, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I can turn it to subscribe. Dude, these bots are crazy today. These are dude, they're going hard today. Let me see. Trying to find where I can let me edit. Ah, here we go. All right, cool. Switching my chat to subscriber only mode just because these bots are ruthless right now. Sorry. I don't want my chat to be filled up with that crap. So, I mean, if you aren't subscribed, here's a reason to, right? Here's a reason to. So now you can chat. I just it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. There we go. All right, everything's all fixed now, I think. Unless the bots start subscribing, and in that case, all right. What Goot make the trade says, was the pick on Dobbs or Love? Definitely Love. He just shouldn't have made that throw. It's just a bad decision. All right, I think we're almost back from commercial break here. You know, started at our own 5, so this is a really solid drive so far. Let's see if we can finish it with at least 3, hopefully 7, but first we got to convert this crucial third down to potentially make it 7. So let's see if it's something that the Packers can do here. All right. Here we go. 3rd and 8 at the Bengals 27-yard line. Love in the gun. Love takes a snap, 4-man rush, climbs the pocket. Love has to scramble right. Love pumps, doesn't make a man miss, goes forward for a gain of 2. It's going to be 4th and 6, and I would assume the Packers kick here, because if they end up with 0 points with 2 trips to the Bengals inside their 30, that would be very, very unfortunate. Love looks a little bit hesitant on some of his reads here. Like he's just hesitating a little bit, and then, hey, I need to get out, I need to run. Seems like he's doing that every time through his first read, so something to keep a note on. But it's going to be Lucas Haversick's first kick as a Green Bay Packer. Right hash, 43-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is right down the center. 3-0. Okay, I'll take it. You know, starting at your own 5, you know, that's still impressive to go down and get 3 points nonetheless. That's still impressive. Let me get this on. I forgot to load up my scorecard changer. Give me a second. Is that Apple Monster? It's not. It's actually the Rainbow Sherbet Rain, but I have had the Apple Monster in Iceland. They had it both times I went the past couple of years. I don't think it's a thing here in the States. And if it is, it's not around me. But it is pretty good. All right, let me get the scorecard updated for you guys. Should be 6-0. Yeah, Calvo, you're right. All right, let's do 3-0. Save. Get this thing saved for you guys. Boom. Did that do it? Yes, sir, it did. You will never see any other flavor. Unless I go to a gas station and they don't have it, then you will. In that case, like Tropical Storm, maybe. But it's always going to be Rainbow Sherbet. Oh, man. I just, you know, I eat and drink like the same things. Like all the time. Like I go to Chipotle once or twice a week, and I swear to you, for the past 15 years, it's been the same exact thing every single time. It did switch up slightly with the honey Chipotle chicken when they had that out a couple months ago. That was definitely an upgrade. But other than that, it's still chicken, and I've done the same order. I've done the same order for like 15 years. I drink the same energy drink. I don't know. It works for me, you know. I like what I like. Yeah, J-Mac, exactly. You know, there's a lot of people who are like, why don't you like try something else? Like, when you switch it up, I'm like, why would I switch it up if this is so great? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like, come on. That's how I feel. Obviously, I do try new things occasionally, but like for the things that I do like, it's like, why would I change it up? Do we have Chick-fil-A out here? Yeah, we do. We do have Chick-fil-A, and I just saw a commercial that they have the new pretzel roll for the seasonal. I'm like, ooh, that actually sounds kind of fire, but can't get it today, can we? You come up to the same girl every day, even. Yep, exactly, Drew. Exactly. See, that's how you should put it. Me with Qdoba, Chip, or Jersey Mike's. Yeah, I'm not huge on Qdoba, to be honest with you. All right, kickoff about to be underway. Enough food talk as much as it is appetizing. Haversack kicks off. It's going to be returned at the 4-yard line by Charlie Jones, who gets up the right side to the 27 or 8. Spicy chicken Chick-fil-A's God sandwich. Yeah, I don't go to Chick-fil-A enough, honestly. I really don't. I should go more. What do you think about the Eagles lose? Man, come on. Cam Scatterbo, I love watching him run. So, I mean, anytime the Eagles lose, I'm cool with it. Here we go. Joe Flacco, second drive as a Bengal. First one, didn't gain a yard. Can he gain a yard here? Flacco under center. First and 10 at their own 28. Flacco takes a snap, handoff, Chase Brown up the left side, and he gains a measly 2 yards. Maybe 2.5. It is very windy here. Stuff just got like thrown off my windowsill because I have my window open because it's a nice breeze. But that nor'easter's coming in and it's getting windy out there. Second and 7. Nice little stop, I would say, for only 3 yards on first down. Got to get a good stop here. Flacco in the gun, Chase in motion. Got a bracket Chase here. It looks like they are. Packers in zone. Flacco takes a snap. Quick throw to T. Higgins for a first down because Quay Walker slipped coming out of his break to get to that flat or to get to that hook curl, and Higgins gets a first down. Just an unfortunate slip by Quay Walker there trying to get to that zone. So first down, Bengals to their own 44, 45-yard line there. Dude, there's some wild games earlier today, man. Flacco under center. Yoshivas in motion. Takes a snap. Play action right. Screenplay. Carl Brooks all over it. Great realization by Carl Brooks to stick that screen. Flacco had nowhere to go. CW trick shots. I'm not in Wisconsin. I'm actually over here in Pennsylvania. So East Coast here. I haven't noticed. Has it been Brooks starting at that 3-tech? I got to pay closer attention. I got to look here. I think they're rotating a lot, but it looks like it's Brooks right now. Oh, Brinson's starting. And Brinson gets a pressure. And it's forced incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Warren Brinson, let's go. I love seeing Warren Brinson get some action because he showed us a lot in the preseason, and I was a little shocked he didn't get much action to start this season. It's because Wyatt was available, but Brinson just got a hell of a push up front and got a pressure on Flacco, forced that incomplete. All right, 3rd and 10. Brooks sitting at that 0-tech spot. We still have Micah Parsons standing up in the A-gap. Flacco takes the snap. Micah gets pressure, incomplete. There is nowhere to go. I mean, it's scary. Flacco is seeing ghosts back there because there is a flag down. Damn, a bot subscribed. Let's go. I'm just farming bot subscriptions. Let's go. What's the flag on? I'm just farming them. Parsons, I think it's going to be a hold. Oh, I hope they don't throw roughing. No, there's no flag. No flag. I'm wrong. Punt underway. 4th and 10. Punt is up. Flacco got hammered on that play. And it's Romeo Doubs on the return, catches a risky one, and gets to the 16. I just feel like having a guy with a Guardian cap return punts is just asking for an injury. I can't have it. It's a commercial break. It's 12:26 in the second. Seek, I'll give you a time link up once the clock starts rolling next drive. Bots are dead. Hey, if bots are subbing, man, I'll let you get a little comment in. If you're, I'll let you get a little comment in. I feel like Dobbs should not be at punt return, man. Like, that's bad. like I know Savion's wearing the Guardian cap. I guess it's just for extra protection, but like Dobbs is wearing it probably because he has to, right? Like Savion being back there, like, all right, he's a rookie. I don't know of his concussion history personally, but I'm sure it's not as bad as Dobbs. But bum, 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 bum. I get worried every time I see the Guardian cap take a tackle. Yeah, it's scary, man. You watched me for 2 years, just found out you didn't live in Wisconsin. I don't have a Wisconsin accent. I know that for sure. I'm not like in Delco, but I don't really have a Delco accent either. I'm sort of like Philly accent a little bit, I would say, but not like full Philly Delco. I'm not saying like John every other sentence or anything. But yeah. Why can't Wicks return punts? I don't know. What time in the game is it for you? Waiting for the commercial break to end, and I'll let you know. I don't know why Wicks couldn't. I feel like Wicks has the shiftiness to return punts. He has, I was about to say he has the hands. This year he has the hands. I feel like Wicks would be a decent option there. Melton maybe. Another bot. Subscribe. Let's go. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're dedicated. It's just what it is. I guess, you know what I could do? If they keep using those emojis, I could like ban those emojis. But all right, we're back nonetheless. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Starting at their own 16-yard line, Love in the gun. Love takes the snap, handoff Wilson, and he gets forward for about a gain of 2. Okay, so the game clock is down at 12:15, and they just went to a quick clip of something else, so give me a second. The bots are attached to users somehow. Follow them back to the IP, and it's an add-on program. Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, game clock's at 11:52, 51, 50. 2nd and 8, Love under center. Love takes a snap, handoff left to Emmanuel Wilson, who goes forward, pushing the pile. Tough running, continues to push the pile. About a gain of 5. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 coming up. Has Morgan been in all game? No, it's also been Sean Ryan was in the 2nd drive at right guard, and it's Morgan here on the 3rd drive. So it seems like they're switching drive to drive at this point, which I'm fine with. I think Ryan's better like that. When he's played full games, Sean Ryan at right guard, he hasn't been the best. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down here for the Packers, and short yardage, and I think we're coming out in shotgun. Ugh. No, coming out in empty set. Even better. Looks like the Bengals could be bringing 5 here, too. He's motioning Emmanuel Wilson. Love takes a snap. They only bring 3. It's nasty. Love has to scramble right, throw right, caught by Wilson, loss of 4. Dude, it's like the Bengals are just dropping 8 in coverage, and the Packers have no answer for it right now. 4th down. They're dropping 3. They're rushing 3, man. Come on. They're running Tampa too, man. You're dropping 8. And it doesn't help that Zach Tom got absolutely blown up by Joseph Asai, who's honestly destroying him right now. All right, Whelan punting from his own 6-yard line. Punt underway. And he gets off a beauty all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charlie Jones gets forward, tripped up at the 36. Oh, my gosh. All right, cool. Yeah, it's poor back. Like, they rush 3, and Love gets pressured. Like, come on. Like, come on. The play calling is pretty poor right now. Also, if they're rushing 3, you should be able to stick that up for 3 to 4 seconds. No problem. Like, why don't you can quite literally, like, it's bad. You can double team two of those guys. Like, come on. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like Love is kind of scared to hit his first read right now for some reason. And it's probably in part because the Bengals are dropping like 8 in coverage and just floating around. You know, we need to find that open zone and sit. As receivers and tight ends, you got to find the open zone and sit. All right, commercial break. Joseph Asai is putting in work against Zach Tom, man. Yeah, Trey Hendrickson dropped into coverage on that snap, and they still got instant pressure. That's not how you do that. Like, you know, no play call there would have helped against instant pressure with a 3-man rush. I'll just say that. If Zach Tom is hurt, take him out. Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. But who do you put there right now? Literally. Like, who do you have? Not many options. Morgan. All right, we're back. Bengals good starting field position at their own 37-yard line. Flacco under center. Chase in motion. Handoff Brown right up the middle. Tackled by Quay Walker after about a gain of 5. Layers, appreciate the dono, says, opinions on Matt LaFleur play calling. How would you change it? You need more layering on the routes. He's getting too cute sometimes with all these orbit motions and swing passes. And I don't know. There's certain things you could run. I don't have an exact answer, but when you're getting pressured by a 3-man rush, it's kind of hard to have any play call to beat that. Flacco takes a snap, handoff Brown, who gets tackled by Enigbare for a gain of about 2 or 3, so 3rd down coming up. O'Shane with the dono, appreciate you. Dobbs literally sat in zone, wide open for 1st down, and Love still looked off him. He's got to make better decisions. Yeah, I mean, I think I did see on the replay, Dobbs ran a dig route, just like that first play. Maybe a little bit open there. Love seems a little bit hesitant on his first read here, which is a little bit interesting into this game, considering the Bengals defense isn't anything crazy to write home about. Flacco, 3rd and 2, takes the snap. Flacco gets pressured by Carl Brooks. It's caught by Sample, who loses about 3 yards, and that might make it very, very hard for them to go for it, and they might have to punt it yet again, and this defense is on fire. And they're going to punt. Why is it every single damn game against a bad opponent, only one facet of this football team can play lights out? Never both. Never both. Defense, 3 straight stops, like flying around, playing their asses off. Offense is farting around the field. Or if it was the other way around, the offense lighten it up, the defense would be lackadaisical. I feel like it's like all the time like this for the Packers, man. Touchback punt. Touchback punt. Philip says he tires his receivers out with all that motion. Don't get me wrong, motion is great. Motion is a great way to give your receivers free releases, give them a head of steam on speed out routes, cheap motions, that sort of thing. I'm all for motion. But when you're consistently removing a player out of the play by running them orbit to fake it to him, I don't like that, especially when it's Matthew Golden, who I think through the first 3 weeks of the season, I don't know about now, but was leading the NFL in separation score at wide receiver. Like, we need to use Matthew Golden like the Seahawks are using Jackson Smith and Jigba, not Matthew Golden like we use Tyler Ervin. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Matthew Golden's a fast player. Get the ball in his hands and he can make people miss and he can extend the play. But, like, get the ball in his hands downfield, not behind line of scrimmage. That's my argument with it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. What CBS you watching? I'm watching it on YouTube TV, the Sunday Ticket. Dude, Javon Bullard has looked on fire. He made another great play there. Someone should do a tab on how many yards our players have ran, including motion. Yikes. I don't know if we should be doing that. I get what you're saying, Philip, though. Like, I'm sure it's tiring to run that much motion. All right. Yeah, Draylon, I think it's on CBS if you're in the right local. I'm not. I get the Bucks game, so therefore I have to use Sunday Ticket to watch it. But I think, obviously, if you're around the Green Bay area, it's going to be on CBS, which if you don't have cable TV, I think Paramount carries CBS. So if you have Paramount Plus, that can get you the game. All right, here we go. Offense back on, fourth possession. And Sean Ryan back in at right guard, starting at their own 20. Love in the gun. Takes a snap, toss right to Josh Jacobs, and he runs forward for about a gain of 4. They're going to mark it at about 3.5. Second and 6, so they did mark it as 4. Bullard is a fantastic tackler, man. He's done so well. Like, at around the line of scrimmage, on screen plays and everything. He's been flying around. Wait, is Morgan at left tackle? No, he's not. Love in the pistol. Kraft in motion, second and 6. Love takes the snap. Swing pass right to Josh Jacobs. He has blockers in front, has to break a tackle because Wicks missed a block, and Jacobs gets nothing. See, like, I'm not mad at that play call. You have to execute. Like, Tay Wicks just didn't block his guy. If he did, it's a hat for hat, and Jacobs has a head of steam there. I'm not mad at that call, but we have to. There's little execution going on out here, man. 3rd and 6 coming up. We need to go downfield. Enough of these damn swing passes, though. Love empty set on 3rd down, because that worked well last time. Love takes a snap, 4-man rush, throws to Wicks, and that's a first down. It's close, but they're going to rule it a first, and that's a clutch catch and getting forward by Tay Wicks. Yeah, I don't like Pistol Thomas. I'm an anti-pistol guy, trust me. If you think shotgun is bad because you're starting so far back, trust me, so is pistol. They get a quick snap off on 1st and 10 because it looked like it was going to be close if reviewed, and they get the snap off. It's a gain of nothing, but nonetheless, still a positive because that could have been challenged. Wicks is down right at the white line, but yeah, I hate pistol, man. I'm an anti-pistol guy, trust me. Love under center, 2nd and 10. This is what was working in the first drive. Under center. Musgrave in motion. Love takes a snap, play action up the middle. Look at that, clean pocket. Love throwing deep right, way overthrown Musgrave. Way over his head, and he's lucky that one wasn't in the area of a defender. 3rd and 10 coming up. Like, what was that? I mean, Musgrave was wide open. Love has a lot of time. He steps up into this throw. Not really, but he kind of does, and just overshoots him really badly. What in the world was that? Okay. 3rd and 10. Love empty set. 3rd and 10. Love throws it. Deep left side slot fade. Matthew Golden, what a catch. Huge play, and there you go. Throw him the ball down the field. Matthew Golden has such late hands and great body control around the sideline. Imagine that. 36-yard completion for Matthew Golden. What a throw. What a catch. What a play. It's like, that is Jordan Love for you. That miss to Musgrave, 10 yards over his head, then an absolute dime to Matthew Golden up the left sideline. That is Jordan Love for you. I told you it's a Matthew Golden breakout day today. 2 receptions for 56 yards. Love, empty set at the Bengals 35, takes the snap, climbs the pocket, throws across the middle to Jacobs. It's caught. He has room to run to the 15, to the 10. Stiff arms battle down to the 5, gets to the 4-yard line. Huge play by Love, extending that play there and dishing it to Jacobs up the middle of the field. And Jacobs just tons and tons of room to run. And just like that, we go from Love with a absolute garbage throw to Musgrave to already at the Bengals 4-yard line. Here we go. Heat it up a little bit. First and 10. Or 1st and goal from the 6. Love under center. Heavy formation. Play action to Jacobs. Love. Craft incomplete, and there's a flag thrown. I think it's going to be holding on the defense. I think it's going to be holding on the defense. We'll see. Holding defense. 1st down, half the distance of the goal. So we'll be at the 3-yard line, 1st down, 1st and goal. You bench Chase for Golden this week? Wow. I have both of them starting, but I had to. I had a lot of injuries and bye weeks. Dude, these bots are crazy. I'm sorry, guys. It's on subscriber only mode. I'm trying my best. First and goal. Motion Jacobs. Love takes a snap. Handoff. Josh Jacobs up the middle. That's a touchdown. Here we go. Finally. Josh Jacobs touchdown. There we go. That's a drive. Got a little muddy in the middle. Romeo Dobbs celebrating on the side. Got a little muddy in the middle, but what matters is how you finish. It's about how you finish the drive. And that was a great, great finish to that drive with 2 massive plays. Matthew Golden deep for 36. Quick check down up the middle to Jacobs, who takes it all the way to the 4-yard line, and finish it off with a 3-yard touchdown run to Josh Jacobs up the middle. Bearing PAT, Packers will be up by 10. Left hash, Haversick. Kick up and good. He looks good, man. Haversick is going to get a job after this. I know it's just 2 kicks, but it looks very seamless for him. All right, let's update this scorecard. Pack Fan Iowa, if you're here, I haven't seen you chat in a while. Put something in the chat. I'll make you a mod if you want to help out with these bots. Where am I at? I need to do this. There we go. Oh yeah, scorecard. That's where I'm doing. Lost my train of thought here. 10-0. All right, 10-0. See, this is what we're expecting against the Bengals, guys. This is what we should be doing. Matthew Golden, man. Hey, Gray Matter, you're good, man. If you're at work, it's not your fault. All right, Pack Fan Iowa, I got you there. Was there less motion or more on that drive? Philip, I hear you, man. there was definitely less. I hear you. It's used well in situations. The amount Matt LaFleur is using it, I think we can agree, was too much. But I think you still have to have it incorporated into your offense. Actually, that rushing touchdown was motion. They motioned Jacobs out, then back in to see if it was man coverage, ended up running it anyway. So, in certain situations, it's nice. It's nice. There we go, Iowa. Drew, I'm going to give it. Drew, I got you too. Drew, I got you with the mod as well if you want to help out. There you go. You're obviously a longtime viewer, and I've actually met you in person, so you can be a mod. Of course, Pac-Man Iowa, man, you're always showing out. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this back going. My scorecard is updated. Yes, it is. Love to see it. All right. George Martinez, appreciate the donut. Let me bring it up on screen for you. Kickoff underway. Let's get this kickoff first. It's going to be returned at the 1 yard line by Charlie Jones to the 25 and tackled right away by Tyron Hopper. Huge tackle, and there's a flag thrown for unnecessary roughness. The whistle was blown, and Hopper threw him down. I don't like the penalty, but I don't mind the physicality by Hopper. It's going to be an unnecessary roughness. But George Martinez says, you can tell Love is healthy. He's been scrambling all game already. Moving the pocket is a key thing in his game. Yeah, man. 100%. Like seeing him being able to move around the pocket, be mobile, extend plays. He extended that play to Josh Jacobs. So I agree, man. It's nice to see him healthy. Yeah, I don't like the penalty. I mean, the whistle was blown, but I don't mind the physicality by Hopper, if I'm being honest. All right, so now Bengals starting at their own 40 instead of 25. A little unfortunate there, but it is what it is. Flacco under center, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Flacco, play action left. Packers didn't get much pressure, and he tries to go to Chase, and no one home. Incomplete out the left side, and only closest player there was Nate Hobbs, who, if that ball was placed closer to Chase, it could have been intercepted. Packers running a lot of... Chase slipped, that's why. Packers running a lot of cover 3, which is what works against this Bengals offense. That's to be expected. Yeah, Parsons does get held a ton, man. That's crazy. All right, 2nd and 10. Flacco in the gun. Yoshivas in motion. Flacco, play action left, throws left to Sample, and Edgerrin Cooper is there for a loss of 3. This Bengals offense, I didn't think it would be possible, but it looks worse with Flacco than Jake Browning. It's not great. But then again, this is also the Packers defense playing at a very high level right now. So, I love them flying around. They've had so many losses or tackles for loss so far. 3rd and 13. This is where you bring the pressure. Send the house, boys. Looks like Packers showing a 3-man rush. I doubt it's going to be that because Parsons in the A-gap. Cooper and Parsons A-gap. 4-man rush. Gary pressures Flacco. Flacco rolling right. Parsons running after him. Flacco throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. Nixon in coverage, and I would be absolutely furious if I was Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You lose your guy in Burrow. He's your guy. He's your playoff quarterback, your potential Super Bowl quarterback. Okay, he gets hurt. Happens. Jake Browning, give it a shot. Doesn't work. Then you trade for Joe Flacco, man, when there's guys like Kirk Cousins, Jameis Winston, maybe even Russell Wilson available. Dobbs catches the punt at 8-yard line, goes forward to the 16. But there's guys like, dude, you can't tell me it wouldn't have been a better trade to get Jameis Winston on this Bengals team than Joe Flacco. And it would have costed about the same because he's a 3rd quarterback there. You cannot tell me that that wouldn't have been a better idea for the Bengals. They're throwing away their season. Maybe because they want to tank and get a tackle and get an offensive lineman finally for Joe Burrow. But it's bad. Man, if I was Chase and Higgins, I would be furious because they can't. Do they have a catch? I think Higgins has one catch. Does Chase have a catch? I think he might have had like a bubble screen. It's bad. It's bad. Chase does have a catch for 4 yards. It's bad. Winston would probably put up like 480 for some reason against us. I just have PTSD for that Saints game. Winston's so fun to watch, too. We want Niners to win? Who are they playing? The Bucks? Oh, yeah, I guess we do. It's too early for all that, but I agree. Love and company starting at their own 17-yard line. Takes a snap, play action on a shotgun up the middle, throws across the middle. Open is Tucker Kraft across the 40-yard line on a quick seam route right in between the safeties. Nice catch to the 41. 24-yard gain for Green Bay. Packers running a 2 tight end set, 12 personnel, double vertical. That's a great concept to run against what looked like cover 4. Could have been cover 2. I'm not sure, but great concept there. First down, Green Bay. Love opens up in the empty set here. Motions Jacobs into the backfield on the 41. Takes a snap, handoff Jacobs up the middle. He has a hole, and he goes forward for a gain of 11. Packers offense rolling now. They're rolling now. I have a Tucker Kraft shirt that will be released probably tomorrow on the merch page. Merch link down in the description to check out all the designs available. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Can the Bengals head coach afford to throw the season without getting fired? That's true. So then you wonder, like, did the GM trade for Flacco just to, like, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Like, get their coach fired because it's, is it Zach Taylor? Hasn't been doing well. And potentially get a top 3 pick in the league and get Joe Burrow a offensive lineman. You know? J-Mag says the fart shirt caught my eye. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure it caught your nose, too, man. It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Yeah, quick half so far for sure. Finally, we're able to run up the middle. That was a breath of fresh air. We got second level up the middle. That definitely was a breath of fresh air there. Zach Taylor is definitely not a Super Bowl winning coach. Yeah. I agree. We need a golden touchdown. Everyone's saying Dobbs touchdown. No, we need a gold, yeah, Dobbs touchdown would slap. Sure. We need a golden touchdown, man. He needs his first one. That's for sure. Or Kraft. Kraft, I'm fine with either because I do have Golden and Kraft starting on my fantasy team. It's my first week I'm starting Golden, so it's been good so far. You know, how about this? Wildcat, Savion Williams, speed option with Matthew Golden, and he pitches it out to Golden for a touchdown. How about that? Or a pop pass. That would be fire. I'm acting too much like Matt LaFleur here. I gotta chill. You'll be ordering merch on payday. Appreciate it, man. It supports the channel. Thank you. I'm trying to make it pretty affordable too. I didn't make it much more than my cost. I'm just trying to get cool merch out there for you guys. All right. First and 10 in the Bengals territory at the 47. Love under center. Takes the snap, play action right. Love all day to throw, climbing the pocket, throwing deep left and caught by Dobbs, but he is out of bounds. Not enough room to work with there. Second and 10 coming up. All right. 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 11 already. You got to get out of the huddle here. Come on, guys. Come on. Play clock down to 7. We haven't had a wasting timeout yet. Hopefully we don't. Love in the gun, 2nd and 10. Takes a snap. Love, 4-man rush. Quick throw left. Josh Jacobs gets forward for about a gain of 5 or 6. Nice job making it manageable. Game clock going down to 1:43, so we got plenty of time. You might want to take your time here. You might want to take your time here on 3rd and 5. How was that not a false start? It did look very, very close to a false start. I would agree. But I think it was Rasheed Walker or it was Tom or both kind of got out early, but no call. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. There's whistles blown. Is someone taking a timeout? Oh, okay. They're reviewing that the runner was down inbounds. So if they overturn this, they'll put a lot of time back on this clock. So they're reviewing if Jacobs was out of bounds or inbounds when he went down, which would obviously change running clock to stopping clock. And I think he's inbounds. His knee touches inbounds first. I would say that's inbounds, which would help us. You don't want the clock to stop just in case. You just want to milk it all the way down and get points. Ruling on the field stand. So he was down inbounds. So the Packers should be able to bring this down to 1-0, about 111, 112 before taking a snap. How's the line looking? It's gotten better as the second quarter went on. First quarter, a little rough, but it's gotten better here in the second quarter. It's like they haven't played as a full unit a lot this year. So, we just got to keep everyone healthy and then continue to grow the continuity. And that's important. But hopefully guys can stay healthy coming in and out of this game. Love in the gun, 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Oh my God, a chip block by Kraft was insane. And he throws it to the left to Dobbs and it's incomplete. They want a flag and they're not going to get one. And it looks like DJ Turner yet again early to the receiver and a no call. These refs are letting him play today. Dude, Kraft just absolutely murdered Joseph Asai on a chip block. Yeah, that's PI. That's PI, but they're not going to throw it. Love's also got to put that one down a bit. You got to put it in his chest rather than too high there. And the Packers are going to punt. 4th and 5. I mean, you should have just ran it there and then went for 4th and short, honestly. Wheeling back to punt. Punt underway. Hopefully we can pin him deep here. Fair caught at the 6-yard line. Oh, Daniel Wheelan, man. All pro. All pro. Okay. Would have been nice to get points there, but hopefully we can close this half out without letting a point up in the half. I don't want to say it, but wasn't the Browns Bengals game like eerily similar in score at the sorry, not Browns Bengals, Packers Browns. Wasn't it? I don't No, okay, no. It was 3-0 at half. Then we got 7 in the third, but then it was 10-0 in the third. Yikes. Yikes. All right, Flacco starting at his own 7-yard line. 1:06 remain. They have all 3 timeouts. Flacco in the gun. We could get the ball back. Toss left, Chase Brown on 1st down. He goes forward for 1st down. Wow. Gain of 12. That's maybe the biggest run of their season. Thomas, I'm sorry, man. Bengals going up tempo here. Flacco in the gun now at their own 20. 41 seconds remain. Flacco takes the snap. Quick throw left. Caught Chase for a first down. Quick out route. Can't play prevent now. Can't be playing soft now. Play the defense we've been playing. Don't play scared here. I know we're still in cover 3, and an out route's going to work against that. And it's Jamar Chase, but come on, let's bring some pressure. First and 10. At the 30. Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Flacco. Climbing the pocket, throwing left. Yoshivas trips. No, sorry, it was Tanner Hudson slips, gets back up for a gain of 3, and Bengals going to have to use a timeout. Our defense needs a turnover. We're not producing any this year. Yeah, we're second lowest, I think. Did the Jets get any turnovers today? But I know they had 0 heading into this game, but I know we have, 2? We're like tied with another team. I forget what team it is. With only 2 turnovers created on defense. Yeah, we need turnovers, man. All right. Flacco so far, 6 of 11, 26 yards. Like there's, and I think most of it was just, or half of it was just on this drive so far. Jets got a fumble. Yeah, okay. 2nd and 7. Flacco in the gun, takes a snap. Packers bringing pressure. Flacco throws across. Caught for about a gain of 4. Yoshivas down, and Bengals are going to have to use their second timeout with 25 seconds remaining. Yeah, Ravens also only have 2 forced turnovers. Yeah. So 3rd down coming up here. Gary with pressure there. They got to chill throwing Flacco down after he throws the ball. They're going to get it rough in the passer, man. They keep, throwing him down to the ground way after he throws it. They got to chill. Third and 2. This looks like the Browns offense minus the capability to run. Flacco, handoff, Pirine, first down. Little interesting because the Bengals then have to use their final timeout on the run there. 22 seconds. It is a first down, but they're still in their own territory. It's not like that run catapulted them into field goal range or anything. Little interesting. All right. First and 10. If anything's caught inbounds, we got to play the sidelines here. They have no timeouts. If anything's caught inbounds, they got to hurry up and snap it and go and spike it. So it's 22 seconds. They can still attack the middle. Flacco in the gun. Packers showing heavy double-A gap pressure here. They're showing like they're going to bring 7. Then they bail out to a Tampa 2. And there's not much pressure to speak of. Flacco rolling right, throwing right, incomplete. And Zach Tom catches it on the sideline. Good catch, Zach Tom. Lucas Van Ness with the pressure on Joe Flacco there. 2nd and 10 now. So 15 seconds remain. They could still take a shot up the middle and go up and spike it. And it was a really nice call there by the Packers running Tampa 2 and just having Cooper float around the middle there. I like that call. And again, they got to chill with throwing Flacco down the moment he throws it, dude. They're going to get a rough in the passer. I'm telling you. 2nd and 10. Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Brinson or Brooks, I think it was Brooks with the pressure, and they go up the middle to the 49. And I don't know if the Bengals are going to have a shot to get a snap off here. Nope. No time on the clock. Let's see what the refs rule, but no time on the clock. Nope, they have 1 second. They have 1 second, allegedly, even though the clock literally hit 0 on the screen, at least. They're going to try a field goal? No way. They're going to try a 67-yard field goal here. Get a guy back there to potentially return this, man. At this point, you can put Golden back there. I swear to God, if he makes a 67-yarder. There's no way. Come on. Block this thing. He's got to drive it low. Block it. Packers take a timeout. He does get a kickoff before the timeout. And it goes in, but the Packers had a timeout. Oh my God, it bounced off the crossbar and went in. But the Packers got a timeout off. Yikes. How did he even hit that thing? There's no way. Oh, they're putting Nixon back there to potentially return. That's nice. I like that. Wow. Dude, how did he hit that? I mean, it's luck. Good thing Matt LaFleur got that timeout off, but oh my gosh. Attempt number 2, 67-yarder. No way. This would be an NFL record outdoors. McPherson. Snap. Hold. Kick. Returned by Nixon. He's running left. Cuts back right. Keyshawn Nixon is going to get tackled. Good attempt. Dude, that timeout was clutch because that kick wasn't nearly as good as the previous one. Wow, I feel like, obviously I'm happy, but I feel bad for McPherson because he would have had a 67-yarder, man. Yeah, because that one wasn't even, I mean, it was close, but it wasn't really close. Oh. You know what they should have had? They should have had another returner out there where Nixon could pitch it out to. All right, halftime 10-0. I'll take it. I think we need to score a lot more points against this Bengals defense. You know? But I'm not going to sit here and get overly mad about a 10-point lead and 0 points allowed at half. But we need to do better in the second half. We need to really start to hone in with this offense. Looks like we were starting to in the second quarter there, which is great. Nixon could have took that back. I thought he was gonna, man. He had a little bit of room there, but just not terrific blocking, which you don't expect there to be. We need to set the run game. Yeah. Interior run game looking like it's starting to heat up here, so that's great. He did make it, but nobody will remember. Yeah, that's a shame. That's I love it, but it's a shame for him. That's for sure. That's for sure. It is crazy, though, because, like, the field goal kicking unit, like, none of those guys a lot of them are offensive linemen, so you'd think Nixon would be able to get outside there. But it is what it is. At least they missed it. $10-0. And somehow, some way, Matt LaFleur didn't waste a timeout in that half. He used one strategically right before the kick. He didn't actually waste one before that, which I don't know the last time that's happened. So that's good. That's great. What are your guys' thoughts on half? What do you got? What are you guys' thoughts? What do we need to do better? What do we need to clean up? How do you see this second half going? Let me know in the chat. I'll answer some questions while we wait for this game to get back on. Let me look at some Twitter as well. Cut Sean Ryan. Yeah, I don't think we can do it at halftime unless he pulls a Vontae Davis retirement. Rest in peace, Vontae Davis, by the way. But if he pulls a little retirement there, then I don't think we could do that. He could do that, but yeah. Glad I'm not a Titans fan. What is the 10-0 against the Raiders? Yuck. Run the damn ball. Block. Yeah. Matt Golden did good. Yup. Throw the ball downfield, not across it, might work. Yeah, Bengals are dropping a lot into coverage, but in that case, run the ball. Run the ball. Matthew Golden needs more targets. Hey, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Execute, and there's way more points to be scored. I have no issue with a 10-point lead. Yeah. Like I said, I think we should be up more for sure. We should be up like maybe, 13 or 17-0. But I'm not going to sit here and be overly mad at a 10-point lead with 0 points allowed. Really, did the Bengals... Yeah, no, they didn't get into our territory once. So, Or was that last play a yard? No, I think the last play would be at the 50. So I don't think they got into our territory once. So I can't be mad at that from the defense. But the offense, we need to execute, man. Like, yeah, sure, you can be mad at certain play calls here or there. But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of it boils down to execution. And there's certain times where, you see, a orbit bubble screen to Jacobs and it goes for no gain. You might be going, oh, that's a bad play call. But when you watch it, it's like Tay Wicks just didn't block his guy. So it's like, yeah, you just got to execute, Wheelan has been lights out. Yeah. Micah lining up inside. I have seen that a lot. A lot of Micah A-gap. Thank you for reminding me because I have to write that down. I've seen that a lot so far, especially on third downs. But Micah definitely bringing pressure up the middle, allowing other guys to get one-on-one opportunities as it has been all year. The interception costed us points. Yeah, it's just a foolish decision by Jordan Love there. Actually, you know what we can do? Let me bring this up. Just make sure I don't miss anything. Let's check on these. Let's see how these are doing. My sleeper picks for this game. Link pinned in the chat and description if you want to check out Sleeper. You can get your deposit match 100% up to $100, of course. Let's see. So I have Jordan Love more than a half a passing yard. That's a lock. Obviously, it was a free pick there. I have Golden more than 45.5 receiving yards. That already hit. Brown is at 24 yards. So if he gets another 24 in the second half, obviously that pick won't go. But the Bengals are down. They'll probably pass the ball more, run less. And then Micah Parsons with a sack. Has yet to get one yet. I think he will. So we're looking good so far. This isn't dead. It's actually looking good. 2 have already hit. Just need less running and a sack by Micah Parsons. It's not too far stretched, right? Not too far stretched, but yeah, check out Sleeper if you want to make your picks. You can still make them live. You can actually make live picks for this game. And new users get a $20 play absolutely free, no deposit needed. So definitely go check that out. All right. Flacco doesn't get sacked. He really doesn't, Andrew. And it's like I was a little bit scared choosing that Micah Parsons line or pick, but I was like, it's Micah Parsons. This O-line is worse. They're the worst in the league. Like, he's got to get one, right? I think he still will. But I don't know how to pronounce your name. Twadamala? I don't know. But he says, do you think Malik Heath getting more snaps could mean he's on the trade block in the near future? I don't think so. I just think that was their game plan heading in today. Just have more physicality on the outside run blocking for their wide receivers, which kind of has been a struggle point so far this year, has been run blocking at wide receiver, which is, obviously the Packers love to have run blocking from their wide receivers, and Heath is good at that. So I think that's just more so what they wanted to do today, and I expect them to continue to run the ball in the second half because of it. Yeah. Need to get the ball to Kraft. Yeah, the Bengals are the worst defense against tight ends, at least in fantasy points, if that matters. But, yeah, they're not good at covering tight ends, so we need to keep feeding Kraft. Didn't he get sacked his last game against us? Did he? I don't know if he did or not. Let me look. I'll look for you real quick. He got the ball up really quick, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. He got sacked twice. Yeah, Flacco got sacked twice in the last game against us with the Browns. Does PFF have live rankings? I don't think they have grades, but I do think they have stats because I have seen it before. But I think it might only be with primetime games. Let me check for you. Let me see. Premier. I don't know if they do. Oh, it looks like they might because I already see defense. Yeah, they do. They do have live grading. So Micah Parsons already has 2 pressures. He's a 90 grade so far. Edgerrin Cooper, an 85.3 grade. Warren Brinson, a 72.6 grade, a pressure, a hurry. And that's his stats so far for Warren Brinson. Really nice there. Rashawn Gary already has 4 pressures. Carl Brooks has 2 pressures and a half in this half. And Lucas Van Ness with 2 pressures. As for the offense, Matthew Golden has a 91.5 grade at half. Wicks, 80.3. Love, 71.2. Some of the lowers, Elton Jenkins, 53.9. Aaron Banks, 54.4. Actually, let me look at blocking. So, Rasheed Walker's already allowed 3 pressures in the first half. Zach Tom's allowed 2. Morgan, Jenkins, and Banks have all allowed 1 pressure each. Yeah. So, I didn't know PFF did live rankings. That's cool. Thomas says, you mean to tell me a Bears fan is watching Green Bay on a Sunday? They are on a bye, right? Or no, they play Monday. The Vikings are on a bye. No way PFF is keeping it live right now. Somehow they are. Somehow they are. It's funny. That's funny. Dude, there's some crazy games going on. That Panthers Cowboys game I was watching before I jumped on here to go live, and man, that game was crazy. Like okay, okay, Panthers. All right, Carolina. Getting a game-winning field goal there. Fitzgerald, the undrafted free agent. Patriots beat the Saints. The Chargers, awesome game-winning drive with McConkey against the Dolphins. That was huge. Seahawks beat the Jags. Jags are such a weird team, man. Steelers are 4-1. How did Rodgers do? 21 of 30, 2 touchdowns. Okay. Rico Dowdle, he is a beast, Cameron. But at the same time, I'm annoyed because I have Chuba Hubbard on my fantasy team, and I'm like, oh no, it's totally going to be like a split backfield now, isn't it? I'm so happy I started Matt Golden for fantasy football. I did too, so I think we're both happy. I think we're both pretty happy right now. Has anyone started playing Battlefield 6 yet? I started playing it a little bit Friday when it came out. I played the beta when it came out and really enjoy it so far. I'm gonna used to play Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2, all those games. So I'm glad it's getting back to kind of those feel. Obviously, you'll never replicate that, but I like it so far. It's been fun. Probably will play some of it tonight. But hopefully I'll have a happy mind with the Green Bay Packers, hopefully, victory. Apparently Kyler Murray has. No, he's got to wait for Call of Duty to come out. That's what. That's why he's injured. He's like, oh, the game's coming out soon. Can't be playing football. Come on now. Oh, yeah. We need turnovers. Yeah, I agree. Let me look at is that why Kyler didn't play? I mean, the jokes write themselves, right? I don't know the turnover rankings. Do we have it? We do. Okay. I don't want to see differential takeaways. Okay. The Packers are the second worst right now in takeaways. They have 2. Jets with 1. The next 2 teams, Ravens and Commanders, each have 3. Just for comparison, the Jags are at the top with 14. So Packers need to definitely create more takeaways on defense. I think that's something that needs to, that needs to change. Do you think Murray gets ID'd when he buys M-rated games? Does anyone go anywhere to buy games anymore? I feel like everything's online and digital now. I miss those days, though, like midnight releases, waiting out in front of a GameStop. That was fire. All right, kickoff underway for second half. It's like the Halo 3 release. Electric. Charlie Jones on the kick return. Running to the left side. Bounces outside to the 35, to the 38. And another flag. It's going to be another unnecessary roughness on special teams. Like, come on. Oh, nope. It's holding on there. Wow, I spoke too soon. It looked like it was going to be unnecessary roughness. It's going to be a holding on Cincinnati. That's a little bit of a shocker, so back them up. I was going to say, they're going to be for the first time in Packers territory after a kickoff, which would have been crazy. Black Friday sitting outside of Walmart for a Wii was absolutely electric. Dude, nothing will ever, like, the nostalgia there is crazy, man. Halo 3 was wild. Dude, I was such a, like, I loved playing it. Like, I was such a big Halo 3 player back in the day. All right, 1st and 10. Bengals now starting at their own 22. Flacco under center. Takes the snap, toss right to Chase Brown. Forward for about a gain of 4 or 5. Stop running with him. I'm trying to hit these picks. Come on. Guitar Hero 3. 2 was I feel like I played that one the most. Bengals 65 total yards. Packers 240. They've 1 for 6 on 3rd down. We just got to get a turnover, man. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Flacco, another toss to the right to Chase Brown, and he goes forward for about a gain of 4, maybe 5. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up. We'll call it a 3rd and 1, but a long one. Yeah, Drew, I was with you, man. I was about to get real angry at special teams. All right. Big 3rd down here. If the Packers can somehow get a stop, that'd be huge to start out this second half. 3rd and 1. You would expect a run here. 3rd and 1. Flacco in the gun. Takes his snap. Handoff up the middle to P. Ryan, and he's going to get pushed forward. They had him stop behind the line, and the second effort by the O-line got him forward. You could maybe argue forward progress was stopped, but O-line got the push. 1st down. LP says Aaron Banks is a horrible contract. It's really not. Like, obviously, if he doesn't pan out, it's a bad one regardless. But it has an easy out. Trust me. All right, 1st and 10. Bengals 1st down at their own 33-yard line. Flacco in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, quick throw left. Jamar Chase 1st down, gain of about 12. Again, they're hitting these out routes against cover 3. It's gonna happen. Unless the Packers switch off of it, these out routes, especially to Jamar Chase, who's a tremendous route runner, it's gonna happen. Trey Hendrickson is questionable with a back injury. That's huge for them. Yeah, Banks has been decent this game. I agree. Flacco under center at the own 45, takes a snap, play action left. Pressure up the middle, quick throw right to Chase, who gets tripped up by Evan Williams after a gain of about 7. There is a flag down. I feel like it's going to be holding on offense. We'll see what it is. Let's see. Nope. It's pass interference on defense somehow. Even though, let's see. Oh, illegal use of hands by the defense. The official's mic isn't working, but can read lips. Illegal use of hands to the face by the defense. So Flag on defense. Now Bengals, for the first time, are in Packers territory. They're at the Green Bay. Nope, they're not. They're still at the 50. Not yet. Not yet. Flacco, under center, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle to Pirine. Ooh, making a bunch of cuts and goes forward for about a gain of 6 or 7. We cannot start letting the run game go. They have the worst running offense in the NFL. Come on. Come on. Stop allowing the run on first down. You can't give them second and manageable. That's what Flacco and this Bengals offense wants. Stop letting them run on first down. Second and 4, and now the Bengals for the first time in Packers territory. Flacco in the gun, second and 4. Flacco looking right, throwing right, incomplete. Great defensive play by Keyshawn Nixon, breaking it loose on T. Higgins on a quick out route yet again against a cover 3. That time Nixon got there quickly. Third and 4 coming up. Oh, they're running cover 2 there. That's why the out route was contested. They ran cover 2. All right, come on. Third and 4. It could also be 4 down territory for Cincy. Third and 4. Flacco takes the snap out of the gun. Instant slant to T. Higgins on Javon Bullard for a first down. I mean, death taxes and giving up a slant route on third and short. I mean, okay. Down to the Green Bay 35. I would argue that was a little bit of an illegal contact by Higgins at the top of that route, but whatever. Got it with a nice push off on Bullard there. All right. Flacco in the pistol is disgusting to say. On first and 10 at the 35. Takes a snap. Play action right. Parsons throws it back to Yoshivas, and that's incomplete. Would have been a loss either way. Don't know why they didn't run on first down. It's been working for them. Micah Parsons with the pressure there. Will Parsons get any sacks? It's not about Parsons. It's more so, will Joe Flacco allow it to happen? Second and 10. Flacco takes a snap. Handoff. Chase Brown up the middle. They keep getting this push, man. They're pushing the pile. Come on. He gained 9 after getting hit after 4 yards. They gained an extra 5 yards on that push. Man, now are they out pushing us right now? This O-line is not good. Come on, guys. They're not blowing the whistle because his forward progress isn't stopped because his defense isn't flowing. We got to flow. Yeah, I've always liked Nixon on the outside. I liked him last year on the outside. Third and 1. Flacco in the gun. Takes a snap. Handoff Pirine. It's going to be close. They'll likely mark it as a first. I think they will. They probably will give him the forward progress there. Come on, man. Stop letting them run the ball. They're not good at running. They're the worst team in the NFL running the football. Sell out versus the run on first down, man. Come on. At the Green Bay 25, Flacco under center. Let's hold him to 3, hopefully. Flacco, quick screen left to Jamar Chase. Come on, Hobbs. Gets him out of bounds after a gain of 5. Gain of 6, they'll call it. Second and 4 coming up. Yeah, this is too easy for this Bengals offense this drive. Come on. Second and 4, Flacco in the gun. I would assume they'll run it here. He got Chase motioning to the backfield. I do not like that. Flacco Plays blown dead. Flag. On what? I'm hoping false start. Please give me a false start. Refs are conversing. Neutral zone infraction by Parsons. That's what, the third this year, man? Oh my God. I get it. He wants to have a little bit of an edge, but dude. All right. He just jumped a little bit. He got beat by the hard count, and the offense jumped, so they blew it dead. First down. That gives him a first. All right, 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 14. Come on. Flacco in the gun, takes a snap. Flacco looking left. Gets some pressure, man. Throws across the middle and dropped by Yoshivas. Second drop on the drive by him. Would have been probably about a gain of 4, nonetheless, dropped. They did not score yet, Jay, and I hope we hold them to a field goal. All right, 2nd and 10. 8 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter. Already taken 7 minutes off this drive. Flacco takes a snap. Pressure. Throws across the middle. T. Higgins caught. And he's down at least to the 1 yard line. 1 inch line. And they're just allowing a post route yet again. I'm sure it was a free release and Bengals going up tempo here. And they're probably just going to run it. Bengals up tempo. 1st and goal from the 1. And false start on the offense. False start. So they tried to go up tempo there, and it didn't work in their favor. And yeah, it was short of the goal line. All right. 1st and goal at the 6 yard line about. Flacco in the gun. Stop letting them run. Flacco takes a snap, and there's another flag. There's a timeout. The refs' mics are broken, so I can't really. I don't know what it was blown dead for. Oh, they're taking Higgins out to get evaluated for a potential concussion. Gotcha. So it was a timeout from New York. All right, 1st and goal from the 6. Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff Brown. Up the middle. Thank you. Finally, they don't let him push forward for an extra 3 yards. Only a gain of 1.5. 2nd and goal coming up. Would be awesome to get a goal line stop here. All right. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. From the 4 yard line. Flacco in the gun. Chase in motion. Packers in zone. Takes the snap. Instant pressure. And Lucas Van Ness is going to sack Flacco. He got off that ball so damn quick, man. I think he timed that perfectly. I feel like he moved when the ball, exactly when he moved, man. First sack of the season, and he got such a jump off that snap. It was like borderline offsides, but he timed it perfectly. And finally, we get Flacco on the ground. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. Now we got to close this drive out and hold them to 3. Come on. Let's go, LVN. Come on, 3rd and goal. Game play clock down to 2 seconds, and Bengals going to have to waste a timeout. That's big too. That's big too. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 10. Just play the goal line and rush 5. That's what I would do. Don't let them sit back there and then drop 6. Play the goal line. Can't allow him to sit back there and guys to get open. Flacco didn't even see him. Yeah, that was crazy. If Flacco saw him, he would have somehow grounded it without actually grounding it and got out of that. Yeah, LVN looked so fast there, man. All right, 3rd and goal from the 10. Get some pressure. Play the sticks. Probably bracket double Jamar Chase here, if you're being honest. That's what you should be doing. Come on. Dude, this has been almost a 10-minute drive. Good Lord. Flacco in the gun. Looks like Packers are going to be bringing 4. They do bring 4. Flacco. Quick throw across the middle. He gets to the 2. It's Tanner Hudson. Now we see what the decision will be by Cincinnati. 4th and goal, and it looks like the offense is going to go for it. I mean, it's 4th and goal from the 2. Let's see what they bring up. Bengals offense staying out there. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. It has now officially been a 10-minute drive. Flacco in the gun. Flacco takes the snap, looking right, looking across the middle, caught for a touchdown. Tanner Hudson. What? Like, come on, man. And he does a Lambeau leap. That's ridiculous. Come on. 10-minute drive. 10-minute and 14-second drive. There was holding on the defense anyway, so it doesn't even matter if he caught it or not, because it's going to be a first down regardless. And it was Hobbs with the holding. Come on. And I thought Orlando Brown had a false start there on left tackle. He looked early. But refs aren't calling any false starts today. Packers got away with a couple as well. So we're going to have a 3-point ball game, and they just took 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Kick up and good. Yikes. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. I don't know the last time I saw a drive that long. I really don't. Like, how are we allowing them to run like that? They're the worst running offense in the NFL. Man. Their left tackle did jump early, but these refs have been allowing that. I don't know why, but they have. All right. Commercial break. 3rd string tight end, by the way. Yeah, man. Lucas Van Ness allegedly just got carted off. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, that's just terrible. That's just a terrible drive. It's just a terrible, terrible drive, man. Like, this is what I mean. Like, the defense can look so great for so long. And then the second half comes, and all of a sudden you let up a 10-minute and 14-second drive to 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who just got to the facility this week. Like, come on. Come on. And you had him 3rd and goal from the 10. Don't allow it a quick pass up the middle to make it a 4th and goal from, an ability to go for it there. My gosh, man. Favored by 14.5, yeah. Tanner Hudson had no catches before this game, man, this season. Come on. Savion catches the kick at the 2-yard line. Running up the right sideline, gets across to the 35-yard line. Nice little return. $17-play drive for Flacco is disgusting. Like, come on. All right. Come on, offense. Got to answer. 1st and 10. Loving the gun. Starting at their own 34-yard line. Melton in an offense, running orbit motion. It's a handoff to Bo Melton, who gets around the left side for a gain of about 2 or 3. Like, I get it. Everyone loves Bo Melton, but, like, can we just throw with Jordan Love? Like, just run a normal offense? Like, I get it. I'm all for it, but when you have guys like Dobbs, Wicks, Golden that can consistently get open, in my opinion, it's like, why are we doing orbit motion handoffs to Bo Melton? Like, come on. Loving the gun. Motions Jacobs out wide left. Empty set. Love takes a snap. Looking, throwing across the middle. Nice catch by Romeo Doubs on a quick slant. Nice hands catch above his head for a 1st down. All right. 1st down, Green Bay. Nice to get a 1st down out of this drive. Keep it moving. Keep this up. Keep this tempo up. Love comes out in a pistol. Takes the snap. Handoff Josh Jacobs up the middle. He gets 2nd level after breaking a tackle, and Jacobs lowers his shoulder for a gain of 11 and another 1st down. There we go. Middle running is working right now. He had Chris Brooks as a lead blocker. He's always been really good at that. Zach Tom gets good block. Matthew Golden a block on the outside. Yeah, LVN was carded off. Love under center, takes a snap, handoff Jacobs on 1st and 10. He runs forward for about a gain of 3. TJ Slayton with the tackle. I think first time I've heard his name today. Fire Joe Perry. Yeah. All right. 2nd and 7. Love in the gun at the Bengals 41-yard line. Kraft in motion. Love takes a snap, 4-man rush. Love, quick throw across the middle to Romeo Doubs. Makes 1-man miss, gets 2nd level inside the 30. 1st down and more, and Romeo Doubs is finding the open zone and cooking so far this drive. Nice 2 1st down catches. Let's go, Romeo. Nice little stick route right in the middle of that open zone against a linebacker. You love to see it. First down. All right, keep cooking. Dobbs already 4 catches for 40 yards, and Trey Hendrickson ruled out of this game, so you can take advantage of that. Loving the pistol on 1st and 10 at the Bengals 29-yard line. Heath in motion. Love takes the snap. Straight drop. Quick throw. Across the middle. Caught. Luke Musgrave. Gain of about 8. Call it 7. Packers just really picking apart their soft zone here, which I love to see. Quick straight drops. Find your quick stick route. Cross the middle to the outside in that soft zone and fire the football. Love to see it. 2nd and 3. Packers so far have ran the ball 4 more times than passed the ball so far in this game. Love in the gun. Takes a snap. Handoff Jacobs. Up the middle. First down and more. Caught about a gain of 5. Inside the Bengals 20. And the Packers can run this out. Can run this down to end of the 3rd quarter with the play clock about 4 seconds behind the game clock. We'll see what they do. Obviously, being a Packers fan, I know they're going to run up to the line and probably try to run a hard count and then run it to the end of the quarter. That's usually what they do. We'll see if they actually run a play. I would like them to run a play because they have momentum. But 1st and 10, 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Dobbs in motion. And they actually snap it. Handoff Jacobs. Pushing the pile up the middle. Gain of about 3. Okay. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. I don't mind the Packers actually just running a play there because I'm sick of the hard count before the end of the quarter. That tricks absolutely no one. It's a back injury for Hendrickson, and he's out the remainder of the game. So the Packers, should be able to really dictate this pass rush by Cincinnati and protect Jordan Love a lot easier this rest of this game. So, yeah. Seeing anything on Van Ness? Let's see. I'll try to see if I got anything. Foot injury, questionable to return. Wicks is also questionable, ankle. So 2 injuries so far. That we've seen for the Packers. Like this drive so far, though. I like it. Foot is better than knee or lower leg. Yeah, unless he broke it. That'd be a problem. Jordan Morgan, I think he's the guard on this drive, and they've been running up the middle really well, so maybe he's there to stay for now. I'll be interested to look at the snap count. Carted off and questionable is crazy. Yeah, but you never know. How many former Packers do the Bengals have? Is Slayton? Who else do they have? Oh, yeah, there is more. There's Lucas Patrick. There's Slayton. I feel like there's a couple more. I think we went over this in the game preview. It was like, okay. Why did my stream freeze on a Sonic? There we go. I don't know how many they have. I think it's a handful. Pinnell, yeah. Burks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yep, you're right. Yeah, they have a lot of ex-Packers. That's true. Oren Burks. Let's see. I'm going down the list. Mike Pinnell. Oh, game's back. Sorry. Hold on that. 2nd and 7. Packers driving at the Bengals 14-yard line. Love under center to start the 4th quarter. Love takes a snap. Handoff Jacobs up the middle. He has a gaping hole for a touchdown. I mean, it's not even close. He just ran right through the middle of that defense. And that's a 14-yard touchdown by Josh Jacobs. Way to respond and just drive right down the field. Match their physicality running the football and just pound the rock up the middle, man. Let's watch the blocking. Is it Jordan Morgan? Because he's done a wonderful job this drive blocking in the run game. Oh, yeah. Jordan Morgan. Oh, my God. Morgan threw, I think it's Demetrius Knight right to the ground. What a drive by Morgan. Haversick kick is up and good. Now we have a 17-7 game. So thankfully, it can't be the same result as the Browns game. That's for sure. There we go. Morgan's been really good at right guard run blocking this second half. He's hitting his guy, getting him out of the play, getting second level. It's looked really good. I think we're getting all these runs up the middle because it's Morgan and Banks. Like, they're moving people out there. And Elton. I like it. Yeah, a turnover, Caleb. You know what? We're going to get a turnover this drive on defense. We're going to get a fumble or an interception. I feel it. We have to speak it into existence. It's going to be an Evan Williams interception. That's what it's going to be. I'm just letting you guys know. So, just letting you know. Just so we know. You know, we really need to get a turnover here, put another 7 on the board. Like, it should be 24-7. Like it really should. That should be the minimum it should be by the end of the game. Like, Packers should win this thing like 24-7. McKinney is a ghost. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't made many splash plays this game so far. Sorry, this year so far. But I also think Hafley's like putting him around the line of scrimmage a lot, which is interesting considering I think he's more of that rangy single high, that post safety, right? Like, that's how I view him. I'm not saying Evan can't, because he can, but I think X is just even better at it. A Parsons strip sack, yeah, that would go hard. They aren't thrown deep at all. Yeah, and they probably won't, because like a lot of teams, like what has stopped the Bengals up to this point has been cover 3. So that's what the Packers are mainly running. And it's like you're going to give up those outside, you know, quick outs and stop routes, stick routes and stuff. So we'll see if we run more cover 2, maybe man up a little bit more, maybe some cover 1. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Throw a cover 0 in there, just send the house. Why not? All right, kickoff is underway. Caught at the 3-yard line by Charlie Jones, who runs to the right and cuts back left and only gets the 23-yard line. And nice coverage by this kickoff team. How much time was that drive? It was 5 minutes and 10 seconds, right? Or 4 minutes and 56 seconds, I think. I think it was 4 minutes, 56 seconds, if my math is correct. Because that's what was left when we got the ball. 1st and 10, Flacco in the gun. At their own 23-yard line. Takes a snap. Flacco, quick throw across the right, and what a catch by Chase. That is insane. Nixon is in good coverage, man coverage, and somehow just goes right over Nixon's shoulder, who has his eyes on the receiver because he's in man coverage. And that's an insane catch. That's an ear hole catch, man. That's crazy. I can't even, that's great coverage. That's just a wild throw and catch. So 1st down Cincinnati. They're not going to get those often. Now they're at the 41. Flacco under center. Takes a snap. Toss left. Chase Brown. Come on, guys. Get there. Nice. Loss of 2. Let's go. Evan Williams, Micah Parsons, Cooper, and McDuffie all in there. There we go. All right. Does Micah Parsons have a new helmet this week? I feel like he didn't have that helmet. All right. 2nd and 11. Flacco starts in the gun. Come on, defense. Takes the snap. Flacco looking, throwing, quick left. Caught by Chase on a quick stick route. Gain of about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up. Okay, 3rd and 6 coming up. Third and 6. Come on, defense. Get them off the field. Get some pressure. 3rd and 6. Packers showing press. Takes the snap. Flacco, quick throw outside. Caught by Higgins, man. Like, Valentine's in man coverage, and he just allows a stop route at the sticks. Like, you know what they want, man. Every time it matters, these cornerbacks aren't making a play, and Baron Sorrell just gets a great pressure on Flacco there. And Flacco just stands strong in that pocket and fires a ball to the outside in man coverage. Back shoulder, quick stop route at the sticks, and Valentine's got to play that better. Now they're in Green Bay territory at the 48. It's all short. It's all short, man. Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Flacco steps up, throws across the middle, wide open. T. Higgins across the Packers 30. Come on. They're just throwing like to wide open zones. My gosh, man. Like, why is their offense moving the ball? Like, legit, their O-line is terrible, man. No pressure right now, man. Come on, guys. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 29-yard line. Flacco in the gun. Packers bring pressure, and they block it really well. Throw left to Sample, incomplete. Cooper in coverage. We have a sack, but we need more. All right, good. I like 2nd and long. All right, 2nd and 10. Come on, defense. Second and 10. Packers showing A gap. Bail out of it. Screen play to Chase Brown. Got a swarm. Micah Parsons with the tackle after a gain of 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Please don't allow a quick stop route to the sticks. That's all I'm asking. Come on. Get off the field on 3rd down. Come on. 3rd and 7. Flacco in the gun. Packers bring 6. Flacco, quick pass, and it's dropped by Yoshivas, who is having a horrible game. And that would have been a 1st down if Yoshivas caught that. If they throw that to Chase or Higgins, that's a 1st down. I mean, Nixon's there in coverage, but that should have been caught, and Packers get away lucky there with a drop. Man, Yoshivas having a tough game, and Bengals going to have to kick 3, a 45-yard attempt. McPherson, 45-yarder, left hash. Snap, hold, kick is good. We have a 1-score game yet again. All right. Update the scorecard. Commercial break. I mean, bend but don't break, but man, there's too many times that drive we should have got off the field on 3rd down. Too many drives. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. right, we are back. We are back. Still in commercial. That's good. Man. Yeah, we need to go put another 7 up on this board. Make it, 24-10. I'll feel very comfortable if it's 24-10. Do the Packers ever look like a complete team? That's the problem, man. I feel like they just never do. Week 1 they did, and that's really about it. Week 2, yeah, that as well, but yeah. Caleb, am I going to a game this year? Probably not. I have a lot going on this part of the year. So probably not. There's a chance I could end up at the Giants game in MetLife, but we'll see. But I don't have any current plans to go up to Green Bay this year. What do you think this Packers defense is lacking in your opinion? Turnovers, like the creation of turnovers, what they had so much of last year. They're tied for the second, or they are not even this tied. They're the second worst in the NFL this year with only 2. So, got to create turnovers, man. All right, we're back from commercial. It's going to be returned by Bo Melton at the 2-yard line. And Bo Melton has a gap and gets across to the 38-yard line. There we go, Bo. Just making plays, man. Just making plays. Nice starting field position. Bo Melton just gave him. Colts are 5-1 is crazy. I'm running Daniel Jones as my fantasy quarterback. Never thought I'd be saying that in 2025. All right. 1st and 10, starting at their own 38. Love, fake end around to Savion. All day to throw. Left side caught by Dobbs. Such strong hands coming back to that football, man. First down catch by Dobbs, about a gain of, call it 15. Nice play. Dobbs with a whip route, man. Let's go. Nice whip route, man. Dobbs just cooked DJ Turner there. All right. Dobbs, 5 catches for 55 yards in this game. Love under center in Bengals territory. Heath in motion. Love takes a snap. Play action middle. Love looking. Cross the middle. Oh, broken up. And if it was targeting Golden, but incomplete. And if that wasn't tipped by the defense, I think Golden might have gained huge here. It was a great defensive play. Golden had 1 defender left if it was caught. Crazy defensive play. I think that was DJ Turner, who's having a really good game. All right, 2nd and 10. Love under center. Love takes a snap. Play action yet again. I like it. Love, cross the middle. Caught by Jacobs, who goes forward for about a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 coming up. Nice little check down across the middle. Eric, it's just water. It's a lot talking here. For like 3 hours, you need your water, you know? Did we forget about Kraft? Yeah, we need to target him some more. I agree. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Love under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Love rolling right. Love scrambling left. Gets the first down. What an extension by Love. Almost slipped at the right end of that drop. Got upfield, made another person miss, and gets forward for a first down on 3rd and 2. It was a PA boot roll with Jacobs as the flat receiver, and he was covered up, and Love had to make something out of nothing there for a first down. Good coverage by the Bengals, but Love just does a really good job navigating the pressure and getting forward for a first. He has 5 rushes for 22 yards in this game. 1st and 10 at the Bengals 35. Love under center. Takes a snap. Handoff middle, Jacobs, who is cooking at this point. He is breaking tackles, throwing stiff arms against Battle, and he gets a 15-yard run. I'd say you just keep running him. He's cooking right now. Just keep running Josh Jacobs. He is cooking right now. Man, he is running hard. He just broke a tackle and then just put a mean stiff arm into Jordan Battle's face. Let's go. Almost at 100 yards is Josh Jacobs. What's he at? Let's get him 100. Come on now. Jacobs at 85. At the Bengals 19 now. Play action right. Throw right. Tucker Kraft at the 10. Dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Who said we need more Kraft? D. Bailey? There you go. Touchdown. Green Bay. Tucker Kraft. Quick flat route. And Kraft with the yak. Up the field for a 19-yard touchdown. There we go. Offense. Come on. Second half offense alive. Running the ball so well, that play action is going to get people wide open. And Tucker Kraft, if you're trying to meet him at the goal line as a cornerback, good luck. Good luck. Because that's not going to be a fun time for you. Let's go, Tucker. All right, PAT is good. Shout out Haversick, man. He's hitting every kick. Now we got 24-10, and I feel a lot more comfortable. Meeting Tucker Kraft at the goal line is not something I wish on my worst enemy. Tons of play action, dude. I absolutely love it. If you guys follow me on this channel, you know I'm a massive, massive advocate for play action under center, and that's why. You can run the ball under center, and you can also run play action. It sets up your pocket. You can move the pocket. You can dictate linebackers. You can run flat receivers outside of play action, just like they did with Kraft to get them wide open in the flat. I love the amount of play action that Matt LaFleur is using in the second half. I love it. Yep, I have Kraft at fantasy too, and I beat the number 1 team in fantasy today, or I should have. Oh yeah, I'm definitely winning that. Because this guy's fantasy team, he's the best team in the league, and he got absolutely screwed today by some poor performances. He has Breece Hall, 5.9, Judkins, 3.6, Puka, 4.8, injured, Egbuka, 4.4, injured, at ETN, 9.5. His highest scoring was Tyler Warren, 18 points, so he got cooked. Shout out Haversick, man. Got some chunk plays the last 2 drives. Yeah, now our offense, it should be doing this against the Bengals defense. It's not a good defense. It's bottom 10 of all categories. It really is. All right. Now defense, let's get a turnover. Come on. Love is very comfortable in play action because it gives him time to throw, man. Gives him time to throw. All right, we need a turnover. Turnover would just really set this game up to be like, all right, if we get a turnover and another touchdown, I'd be happy, right? 31-10, I'd be happy. Kickoff underway all the way into the end zone, and he kneels it. It's all right. It's fine. Who's the best player for the Packers right now in this game? Probably Josh Jacobs. He's breaking a ton of tackles, yards after contact, really set the tone of starting to run well, and that's also in part because the interior offensive line has been blocking much better here in the second half. Brian, I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, if you guys could hit like on the live stream, it's absolutely free to do. It helps support the channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'd really, really appreciate it. All right. All right, commercial break. All right. What's the reward for 200 likes? Well, I got a bunch of new merch, and I was going to do this anyways, but I'm going to order a bunch and get a bunch shipped to me, and then just do a bunch of giveaways for free. So if we get to 200 likes, I'll do that, even though I'm going to do it anyways, if I'm being completely honest. But hey, Bullard concussion evaluation. I didn't see that, but let me check and write it down if that's true. Yeah, Bullard. Damn, that's a shame because he's already had one this year. Yikes. Evaluate. It's not nice. Pick six would be a statement, that's for sure. But really appreciate you guys coming by today, hanging out for this live stream. Thank you guys so much. By the end of it, if you decide you want to subscribe, I will greatly appreciate that. Because, yeah, helps out the channel. It's absolutely free to do, and doing so will also keep you up to date with everything Green Bay Packers. Ryan Rich, appreciate the super sticker. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, 1st and 10. Flacco starting at his own 35 here in the gun. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Flacco, quick throw, stick route. Jamar Chase goes forward, gain of 9. Cooper slipped at the top of his zone there. Second time a linebacker slipped, allowing a quick stick route. So maybe it's too late now, but probably should have changed those cleats. Any updates on LVN? I don't think so. I'll look and see if he's out here. I doubt it. He's probably out of this game. No LVN out on the field right now. Flacco takes the snap, handoff. P. Ryan goes forward, 1st down, gain of 3. Ooh, Mims looks hurt. Oh, yeah, he looks bad. I don't even know. How is he staying out there? Mims is like, he could barely walk. How is he out there? 1st and 10, he's staying out there. 1st and 10, Flacco in the gun. Takes the snap. Flacco, 4-man rush, cross the middle. Dude, it's just quick stick routes. Stop playing so soft, man. Come on. They have Noah Fant? Since when did the Bengals have Noah Fant? 2nd and 3, 6 minutes. I mean, I get wanting to play a little soft here because there's only 6 minutes left. You're up by 2 scores, but just, we could play more aggressive here. Make Flacco beat you deep. Mims now hops off. I don't even know who their backup at tackle is, if I'm being honest. He looks hurt. It's Ford. Is that Cody Ford? Yeah, Cody Ford at right tackle. 2nd and 3. Packers showing a little bit of a cover 1 here. And they do bring a ton of pressure, and Flacco throws it to Chase, and there's a flag for PI. To me, it looked like normal hand fighting, but a little bit too much there for Nixon. It's going to be a pass interference. So, ball placed at the spot of the foul. Yeah, it was such a poor throw. Chase trying to come back to the ball. Nixon playing man coverage. That'll happen. But yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Packers showing A gap. Bail out of it. Flacco, quick throw right. Gain of about 6 or 7 on a first down. So they're throwing these quick timing routes because it's there, but we can't keep letting them nickel and dime down the field. If they score, this is a 1-score game again. Gotta hold them. Come on. 2nd and 5. Flacco in the gun. Get some pressure, guys. Come on, Flacco. Climb in the pocket. Has to throw it right. And incomplete. Pass broken up by Keyshawn Nixon on T. Higgins. They're going at Nixon right now. Right now. There's three straight targets on Nixon. And Nixon with a terrific pass break up there on the sideline. All right. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Obviously 4-down territory here for Cincy. So don't rule out a run here. Cincinnati in the gun. Flacco takes the snap. They're sending the house. Quick slant caught. And for the 4th straight play, targeting Keyshawn Nixon. And there is a flag. Is there holding maybe? If they're finally going to call holding? Let's see. Illegal use of hands to the face on Keyshawn Nixon. Okay. It's declined and a first down because it's caught anyways. I guess it just gets his hand up around the head there, right off the break. It was instant pressure by Cooper, but not quick enough. 1st and 10. At the Green Bay 24, excuse me. Flacco in the gun. 4-man rush. Takes the snap. Quick throw across the middle. Chase Brown. Caught. Goes forward. Gain of 6. All right. Come on, defense. Gotta get another sack. Flacco, quick snap. 2nd and 5. Scrambles right. Throws it out of bounds. Dude, Flacco is so damn good at getting out of sacks. He just throws that thing into space when he needs to. Like, why does he not get sacked more? It's crazy. All right. 3rd and 5, yet again. I would be willing to bet it's a quick slant route or a quick stick route to either Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. That would be my sneaking suspicion here. 3rd and 5, 4:21 remains in the 4th quarter here. Packers up by 2 scores. Flacco changing the play. They got to snap this thing. Packers showing double A gap. Flacco. Broken up by Valentine, and honestly, could have had a pick 6. I don't know why Valentine's hitting the gritty. It's still 4th down, man. You got to get off the field. Valentine maybe could have picked that thing off, but still, nonetheless, a great pass breakup against Jamar Chase on 3rd and 5. 4th and 5 coming up. Essentially the ball game here. If Bengals don't convert, Packers can really put this one away. 4th and 5. You know what they want. They want a quick slant or quick stop route at the sticks. And it's a timeout by Green Bay. I don't mind that. Get your defense ready. All right. Come on, defense. Let's win this game. Big 4th down here. This is the ball game, essentially. Packers have ran 49 offensive plays this half. Whew. But have less yards than the Bengals. 4th and 5. Bengals have 13 first downs this half. Packers showing cover 2 man. Flacco in the gun. Now they rotate into a cover 1. Flacco dropping, throwing, and Chase caught a touchdown. Chase is just unreal, man. I can't even be mad at that. That's insane. He just caught it like over 2 defenders. I can't even, like, it's good coverage. It's just Jamar Chase. It's just Jamar Chase. You can't be mad at Nixon, man. That's good coverage. It's just an insane catch. That's good coverage. My gosh. I mean, I can't even. That's just a hell of a catch by Jamar Chase. And the Bengals are going to go for 2 here. As the analytics show, that is the way to go here. So really big for the Packers to stop this 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion. Flacco in the gun. Come on, defense. Flacco takes a snap. Straight drop. Looking left. Coming back right. Flacco. Wide open. How? Like. We got a 6-point game. Packers offense going to have to end this thing. Because if not, the Bengals can go win the game with a touchdown. I swear to God. I swear, man. How did Flacco evade a sack so long there, man? Like, what is Joe Flacco? Is Joe Flacco our damn kryptonite or something? Like, come on. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Matt, appreciate the dono. Nixon is on Chase, and he had great coverage. It's just a wonderful catch by Jamar Chase. Nixon's our best option to get him, against him, but it's Jamar Chase. There's only so much he can do, man. He'll make plays like that. Yeah, I don't know why Valentine grittied on that 3rd and 5. It's a little much. It's a little much. Well, Packers are going to have to do it yet again on offense. Put together a drive, get at least 3 or 4 first downs, and that would probably do it. But man, okay, we got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Got a ball game. Like, how does Jamar Chase catch that, man? It's so crazy. Man. All right, this is crazy. It shouldn't be this close, man. It shouldn't be this close. Matt says, I feel like Valentine should get a shot. He's been on the field, and he made a play on that 3rd down, but also led up another 3rd down on the same drive, I believe, or the drive before. So he's getting his shots, but Nixon is our number 1 cornerback. Like, he is the best for that. Trust me. You can't even be mad at Nixon on that touchdown. It's just a hell of a catch by Chase. You really can't. Like, any corner probably would have got beat on that catch. Like, it was great coverage. It was great coverage. I just really hope the Packers aren't taking this drive as like, oh, we need to run out the clock. The Packers should be taking this drive like we need to go and score a touchdown and win this game. If they run this complacent, try to chew the clock type offense, I'm gonna crash out. Kick return by Savion at the 2-yard line. Cuts up the left side. And breaking left. And he goes forward to the 38. O'Shane, appreciate the dono, says, maybe I'm being harsh because it's tough against Chase, but maybe Nixon can get his head around and make a play on the ball. So he's in man coverage there. They're in, they rotated into a cover one. They showed cover two man, rotated into cover one, dropped Evan Williams as the robber. So Nixon is trained to watch the hips and then watch the eyes and hands of Chase. In man coverage, if you try getting your head around, you're probably going to get beat anyways. So I'm not mad at that. I get it. Maybe get your head around late. But he's watching the hips. He's watching the eyes of Chase. And that's what he should be doing. It's just a great catch. Love under center, starting at our own 38. Takes a snap, handoff to Jacobs. Up another stiff arm and goes forward for about a gain of 5 or 6. Nice. Come on, offense. Let's end this thing. Let's end this thing. How much time? 3:45. Do the Packers not play bracket coverage against stud wide receivers? I mean, they had one deep, and X was getting over there. He was just a little late. 2nd and 5. Love under center at their own 43-yard line. Love takes a snap, play action up the middle. Love climbing the pocket, and he's going to get sacked. Come on, man. They brought a safety blitz, man. Like, how does Love get sacked, but Joe Flacco can evade it all day? Come on. It's a safety blitz. You saw it. You saw it. All right. Crucial 3rd down here. My gosh. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Love in the gun. Trips right. Come on. Bengals showing zone, takes the snap. Love scrambling left. Love resetting, throwing across, caught by Matthew Golden inside the Bengals 30-yard line. What a clutch play. Jordan Love to Matthew Golden, rolling around left, firing that thing down the field, and Matthew Golden on a deep crosser route just Matthew, dude, the way he adjusted and got underneath battle there and found the open zone is some next level receiver play. A veteran move by the rookie. A veteran move by the rookie. Now the Packers, can hopefully run some more clock here. Love, handoff, Jacobs, bouncing. Man, he is cutting well today and gains about 3. Made something out of nothing there. Wasn't great initial blocking, but Jacobs doing a good job bouncing around there. So since he's going to take their timeouts, and they're going to have 1 left and the 2-minute warning, so they can stop us here, but a field goal would obviously make it a 9-point game, a 2-score game. But just like in Cleveland, you don't want to leave it up to a kick to potentially win the game. So hopefully the Packers, I think personally, you run a little play action here on 2nd down. You can't just play conservative and say, we need to 100% run the clock out when they can stop it twice anyways. Do what has worked. Play action under center has worked. You go and you win this game. You go and you win this game. Commercial break right now. Gotta say, Flacco made the Bengals better. I didn't see it in the first half, but definitely in the second, he's looked a lot better. Play to score a touchdown, not a field goal. 100% D. Bailey. Only settle for a field goal if you get stopped, obviously, on 3rd down. But don't play it like, we can run it, and then take a field goal to go up 9. Like, yeah, that's ideal to go up 2 scores, but anything can happen on a field goal attempt. We know that. How has Micah been? He's had a ton of pressures. Hasn't had a sack today, which is a little unfortunate because that was one of my picks, but he's had a ton of pressures. I might be able to actually see it live real quick. Mike has 5 pressures, 5 hurries, 2 tackles, and 2 stops today, and right now is the highest graded player on defense for the Packers. All right, come on. come on. Matt, appreciate the donut. Says, got to stop blitzing so much and move Quay to D-line. I don't mind the blitzing. It's just we got to play more aggressive on defense, not allowing these quick, stick routes, slant routes. And Quay to D-line, give him pass rush reps, but I don't necessarily know if he should be playing edge. I think he's our best option at Mike right now, but yeah. Micah is leading the team in pressures. I would say saying he hasn't stepped up is not a correct statement. All right. Love under center on 2nd and 7. Bengals stacking the box. Run play action, please. It is. Nice. Love scrambling right. Love running right. Sliding down after about a gain of 4 or 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and short coming up, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I like that. See, play action, you could still end up running the ball with your quarterback, but it gives you the option to throw when you do a bootleg. And I like that. Love booted it out. No one was open. Run the ball. Is Trey still out? Yes, Trey is out with the back injury. He's out. So we got a 3rd and 2 coming up. Essentially, you get the first, you win the game. Yeah, we have a lot of players at edge rusher. We don't really need more. I mean, if Lucas Van Ness is hurt, obviously that opens up a big opportunity for Baron Sorrell, who's had a good game as well. Maybe even Colin Oliver when he potentially returns. Yeah, I would have liked to see Love try to get a little more yards on there. Like, obviously, you want to stay healthy and you don't want to get hurt, but game's on the line. He should have done a little Washington Commander run and lowered the shoulder for that 1st down. Brenton Cox, yeah, I forgot about Brenton Cox Jr. You're right. We can't forget about Brenton Cox Jr. Should we trade for a cornerback? I don't really know if we have to. There were some rumors that they were interested in Greg Newsome. Obviously, he got traded to Jacksonville, but the Packers were calling about him, so that would tell me that they maybe are calling around, but we'll see. Oh. Louis Pauly C, appreciate you joining the channel. Thank you. Yeah, I think Sorrell, let's see. Sorrell has 1 pressure, a hit so far today. All right, here we go. We're back. 1st down should end this thing. 1st down should end this thing. And you need 2 yards. You should be able to run with Jacobs and get this 1st down. If they come out in shotgun, I would like to see maybe some read option. But nope, they're running under center, which I love even more. Love under center, 3rd and 2. And timeout Green Bay. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know why he slid there. At least just dive forward, because then it's like you have to be touched dead. You know what I mean? They have to touch you to mark you down, but slide is instantly giving yourself up. Is Jair hurt? I don't even know if he's playing for Baltimore. I have no idea, if I'm being honest. No idea. All right. 3rd and 2. Love under center. Love with the hard count. Bengals stacking the box, showing safety blitz. Love takes the snap, play action. And he tosses it up for Golden and incomplete. What? Okay. Kick the 3 and hopefully go up by 9. I mean, the Bengals were selling out against the run, but ooh, Love hit his head on the ground there at the end of that. Oof. Hopefully Love is good on the head. All right. Come on, Haversick. Come on, baby. Save us, Lucas Haversick. 39-yard attempt, right hash. Hold. Kick is up. And it's good. Lucas Haversick. Thank God. It could have gone so bad having a backup kicker this week, and it's been the polar opposite. And bearing an absolute collapse, that should hopefully win it for the Packers since it's a 2-score game. Lucas Haversick, man. What a clutch way to step in late this week and just be perfect kicking the ball today. Because that could have gone way worse today. That could have gone way worse. Special teams started sloppy, but it got better as the game went on. All right. So Packers up by 9 now. Obviously a 2-score game. So long they don't give up like a really quick touchdown. And then either way, it would have to come down to an onside kick. So, hopefully this defense... See, now would be the time as a defense to allow the quick stick routes, the quick slants. That's fine. Now would be the time to do that. Obviously, to an extent. All right, kickoff underway. Again, it's going to be kicked into the end zone for a touchback. Not really understanding doing that, but I can't be mad at Haversick. You've kicked perfectly field goals. Do whatever you want on kickoff at this rate. Don't care. How has Flacco not thrown an interception against us? Like, come on. Dude is like 3rd in the league in interceptions allowed. Come on. All right. Flacco starting at his own 35 in the gun. Flacco throwing across the middle to Noah Fant for a gain of 7. All right. Flacco in the gun, running hurry up offense here. Flacco in the gun, takes the snap, 4-man rush. Micah Parsons getting held, but they don't call it. Pirine caught, first down into Packers territory to the 43. Get him down! Like, swarm on him, man. God. Like, make a hit, bro. Micah Parsons had to quickly get on sides, man, and the Bengals got a spike down. Yeah, Parsons got absolutely held there, but whatever. All right, come on. I don't know why Parsons they just don't call holding on him. Have they called one holding on the O-line on either team? I don't know what Quay's doing. I didn't watch him there, but I'm sure he's not doing well in coverage because he's allowing the wide open running back out of the backfield. 2nd and 10 for minute 9 remains. Flacco, straight chop. Again, throw quickly to a tight end. Like, I'm fine with it because it's wasting a ton of clock, but man, it's just getting a little annoying. 57 seconds remain in this game. Flacco, 3rd and 6. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick swing to Pirine. Come up and make a tackle. Gains nothing. So it's going to be 4th and 6. He gets out of bounds. You can't be mad at the pass rush with this hurry up. They're gassed. Now they can get fresh players on this 4th down, and they should have a good pass rush or a better one. Oh, are they kicking it? Oh, they're going to try to kick a field goal and then go for an onside. I guess that is kind of the way you do this. It's a 56-yarder. It's a 56-yarder. So they're going to kick a field goal to get it up to 21, and then they're going to attempt an onside kick. The defense does have a sack, Purple. Lucas Van Ness has a sack. Should we have more? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But we don't have 0. Why do we make these games with terrible teams so difficult? I don't know, man. To keep our blood pressure high. That's all. That's my only answer. 56-yard attempt by Evan McPherson. Left hash. All right. Snap. Hold. Kick is no good. That's ball game. My gosh, that was too close, man. That was too close. Packers can go kneel this thing out and get out of here. Still, I'll take a win. I'll take a win. Go score a touchdown here. No. This is where you just kneel the game. You kneel the ball out. Shouldn't have been this sweaty. Yeah, I agree, Calvo. I agree. All right. Victory formation. Love kneels it. And that will take it down to double zeros, triple zeros. And the Packers will move to 3-1-1. Is there a lot to clean up? Yeah, there still is. It's still early in the season, coming out of a bye, had a little rust, but the offense at the end of the day in this game did what it needed to do. To get into field goal range at the end there, to go up 2 scores. Whole second half, answering score for score with the Bengals. Defense should have got more sacks should have had more domination against this offensive line. It's not a good one. And it's a little irritating that the Bengals had that much success with Flacco, but change my score. You're right. I forgot. Let me do that real quick. Not that it matters too much to win nonetheless. There we go. 27-18. 27-18. Packers win this one. I'm going to put in the chat the Bleacher Report link because I will be going live for about 30 minutes here very shortly. If you guys want to head over there, I'll be talking more about this game, my thoughts on it, instant reactions and whatnot. And then, of course, I'll make my video after the game. But I do really appreciate you guys coming by. If you could hit the like button on the way out, it would support the channel a ton. Thank you so much. If you could do that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, there's still some stuff to clean up, but I'll take it, man. A win's a win. Even though it's a little ugly part of the way, I'd rather it be a win than a tie like week 4 or a loss like week 3. 3-1-1 is still we're still a damn good football team. And here's the thing, you don't need to play at your peak early in the season. Like the Eagles last year, they had a lot of struggles early in the season. It's about what you do later in the season and, of course, into January, then hopefully into February, right? So Packers got a lot to clean up, and they should, and hopefully they do. But, yeah, win's a win. Should have been a bigger win, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, 1 sack on Joe Flacco is a little pathetic. I will agree. But Packers win, and that's all that matters. Really appreciate you guys coming by. Head over to Bleacher Report. I pinned it in the chat. I'll be there for about 30 minutes. If you guys want to join, ask some more post-game questions, I'll be over there. But really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Catch you all on the next one. And as always, go Pack, go.